My apologies, Oak. My apologies, man. I was trying to get going here. Just was having a conversation with the girlfriend about, our plans for the hurricane and stuff. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Ravens versus Bengals here. Sunday football, 1 p.m. Ravens did start with ball to start the game, by the way, here. Sorry for a little bit late here. Ravens with their first drive past the 40-yard line of their own. And I'm trying to make sure I get trying to get that like perfect. That's the perfect. There it is. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Got the play game cast up for y'all now. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 45-yard line here. Strong formation right. Ricard the man in motion. Going left here. Going to be a pass. Jackson looks for Henry. Goes to Andrews. And that looks like a first down catch. 13 minutes left here in the first quarter. Of course, if you missed the game earlier, Vikings squeaked out a win over the Jets 23-17. But the big story is I believe Aaron Jones went down. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't Andrews. That was Kolar, actually. Good stuff. Tight ends getting involved here early. Okay. Did not give Ravens the first down, by the way. So officially a 3rd and 1. 12:30 on the clock. Big third down here for the Ravens. Ricard in the fullback position in the backfield. I formation. Handoff. And Henry looks like it was designed to go over center or right. Makes a cutback left, and that's the right move here. First down. That's a good patient running style by Henry on the. No reason just to ram yourself in there, get tripped up on number 92. As you can see, he kind of pulls the brakes a little bit, cuts left. He's not dancing. He's just changing his steps, essentially. It's something I'm not going to lie. I didn't learn anything about how running backs are supposed to use their different steps until I watched more about Marshawn Lynch. And little play action rolling out right. Lamar getting pressured and unable to get to the ball to the Zay. Little high as Lamar had someone in his face. Can't put too much on Lamar for that one. And again, special thanks and welcome in to everyone who's joining us here today for Sunday football. And just a little play action left, stretch outside zone, and Lamar has to get a little, little sidearm here to get this ball away, to be 100% honest. Murphy coming up on them there quickly. And Miles Murphy making his first return game. He's been on IR. And handoff going left, that's Justice Hill. And that's a gain of 8. So 3rd and 2. But they are without Sheldon Rankins, Mike Hilton, and 2 of their tight ends today for Cincinnati. Of course, on the Ravens side, Deontay Hardy, an inactive today. Andrew Voorhees, so we see Patrick McCary and Rosengarten out there. About the same for the other inactives for the Baltimore Ravens, as we have seen. And Hill going to keep it outside, and look at that speed as he beats 3 Bengals players to the right edge. First down Ravens, 11 minutes as they continue just to take time off this clock. And that was Miles Murphy, their first-round pick out of Clemson, was in position. Wilson, the other linebacker, in pursuit there, but that second of hesitation, Miles, it was a little like, option play where quarterback can keep or he can hand it off to Justice Hill in that outside zone. And here we are, though, under center. Ricard back there, a little play action. This looks like max protect. They're going down the left sideline. Got him, man. That's Zay. And he's down at what looks like the 8-yard line. And that's what I like to see. A strong run game. Run that max protect. You even got Ricard back there and Derrick Henry throwing those extra blocks. And let some of these really good, like case in point, Rashad Bateman has one of the highest separation scores of all wide receivers. Like right there, Likely's open, Zay's open. There's people open, especially if they're in zone. 9:55 here. Ravens in a 1st and goal. Great way to start the day so far. And Lamar going to keep it. Quarterback run right. Maybe should have given it to Henry on that run. Gain of what looks like 3 on the play. Oh, do we have an update on one of the games? Oh, I think Cleveland just... Yep. Cleveland just went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and they just gave the ball back to Washington. That's huge. You cannot give Jaden Daniels more attempts. This drive for the Ravens, though, 6 rush, 4 pass, 65 yards, almost 6 minutes taken off the clock here. Zay, the man in motion. It's going to be a hand. Oh, cool. Lamar's going to keep it and dives. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. Isaiah Likely, the lead blocker on that run, takes out his guy. Lamar has to jump over them, somewhat evading the tackle behind him. It does manage to bring him down, but he dives for it as the guy is reaching for him. And let's watch the replay. Oh, he's down. He's short. He's down at the 1. Review should bring this back. Lamar gave it everything, though. He kind of almost stingrayed here a little bit on the replay as he lands. Got a good job, though. His hands out and sliding, so that's a good way to make sure you don't get a wrist injury. You never want to brace yourself. You're not trying to catch yourself. But what he does there actually lessens his impact, but his hand just slides on the grass. So it's not going to like mess up his hand or anything. But it actually does reduce impact. That's a great job by Lamar to not like get hurt while diving. Seems like he's practiced. He knows. Oh, it's time. It's time to crack one with the boys. I'm not drinking because we got hurricane prep to do. For those that don't know, we live down here in Southwest Florida. So we're eyeballing this hurricane coming right at us right now. Cheers. We've done basically all of our hurricane prep. We should be ready to go for it. But right now, the stores are absolute chaos right now from what we've seen in some of the groups. 3rd and goal here. Again, power formation. Lamar under center. Ricard in the traditional fullback. Power right here. Toss play going that way. Henry slips, but, oh, this is going to be close. The right line judge signals touchdown. He's the one who has the best view of it. If he says it's in, it's in. Let's go. And with that, the Ravens take the early lead. Of course, it will be reviewed. Let's watch the replay here. And if Henry didn't slip, this would have been an easy, but he slips on the play and, ooh. I'll be honest. I mean, does he though? Let's watch this angle. That angle is hard for me to see. I'm watching the ball. Yeah, okay. I mean, knees down, but right as he's like on the goal line. So I think that's a no sound. My mic says it's pinging. But that's weird that it says there's no. But what's up, Bebop? How you doing, my boy? Welcome in, Steven. I'm in Melbourne, here to been to store already for her. Yeah, man, like I heard one of our hurricanes literally went back across the Atlantic and that the UK was getting hit by like a fucking hurricane right now. That the last one that came through us. Is it terrible? As a traditional Florida man, I just kind of Steven says he's got sound awesome. But legitimately, I just don't even know the name of the hurricanes anymore at this point. I'm just like, there's another one. At least the last one didn't really hit us. Here's the truly terrifying thing. It's not that there's already a hurricane that just hit the top, the Big Bend area, kind of Tampa to the Big Bend of Florida. But, and we got one that came across Mexico that reformed. You know what? Hold on. We're going to do this bit. Hold on. We are going to do this bit. I'm going to make sure I pull this up, actually. Let's go to ESPN. Let's go to the forecast model. We'll switch that over. That should bring up that on the OBS screen. Hey, look at that, guys. So this is what you call a GFS model. This is Sunday, October 6th. So this is currently the system that moved across Mexico, 989 pressure. And it is going to continue, of course, here towards Florida. Let's go ahead and give that a play. Here it comes, 963, 954, 953, 949. On cue to hit Tampa and then go back out to the Atlantic. But watch this. It's going to go out to the Atlantic. Some of it's going to get sucked in down here by the Caribbean, by Cuba, Haiti, Puerto Rico. And then watch, here comes another monster. At least now that system is projecting to hit the very southern part. But either way, basically Florida is about to deal with 3 hurricanes within 3 weeks. If I let that model play back here one more time, I'll get you an exact... So, of course, let's give that a pause, rewind it just a bit more. So, we'll go 1 notch forward. There we go. Landfall at 9:52, probably on October 9th. So, 3 days from now, here on Wednesday. The other hurricane entering into the Caribbean area, probably around October 15th. So 9 days from now? No. Yeah. So at least that system's slowing down and then coming off the southern part of October 16th, so 10 days from now. But if that could easily change and pull north, at least we do see this pressure system right here that's probably pushing it out, but wild. Absolutely wild. Milton not going to play. Yeah, Wednesday morning going to be bad all day. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're just hoping our bosses don't try to call us into work, basically. And here comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense first time today. And if you're having a drink, guys, cheers. We got our Ravens koozie mug, helmet mug. We're just drinking some cherry Coke today. But here comes Joe Burrow. 1st and 10, 8:54 here on the clock. Little fake screen. Joe's going to have to keep it after Kyle Hamilton blew up that screen. I really think that was supposed to be a screen, but Kyle Hamilton blew it up. Let's watch this replay here. And, yep, I really think that was supposed to be a screen. Sorry, I had to make a note of that. 2nd and 9 after Joe Burrow has to scramble in emergency mode. 8:20 on the clock here. I like these formations slightly. And that's Eric All in motion. And throw over the middle. That's Chase Brown as he's hit by Kyle Hamilton. Marcus Williams right there as well. And you're going to see a lot of motion by Eric All. The tight end out of Iowa, they recently have been going to him a little bit more than Mike Gesicki. And I've joked a little bit. If you see Eric All in motions, half the time the ball's going to him. Just throughout all the years I've ended up living in Florida. Of course, I was born in Baltimore originally. I've lived all over the United States, to be honest with you. And that's got to be a false start, and it is. Any fan could see that. False start on the left tackle of the Cincinnati Bengals. False start. Offense. Oh, what? They're going to put it on OA neutral zone infraction. Oh, I want to see the replay of that, bro. I could have sworn. I mean, OA did move first. Was he in the neutral zone? But they say it's a good call, so we'll count it as that. OA definitely throwing his hands up a little bit. Of course, Ravens have the most penalty yards in the NFL this year. Look like they might bring a little bit of pressure here. And 3rd and 1 and nowhere as Roquan and Namde are there immediately for the Ravens. Let's go. Roquan is hyped right now. And like they're saying, Matabike gets the first penetration on this. And punt unit out here for Cincinnati. And again, no Deontay Hardy today. So is this going to be Tylen? Let's go, Tylen. Come on, Tylen. I talked you up, Tylen. Now's your chance, bro. Oh, it's a fair catch. But, I mean, it was a great fair catch with the sun in his eyes. And with 6:39, Baltimore's offense is coming back out here. Let's see if they can take a decisive lead. Steven says, yeah, me too, man. Born in Baltimore, joined the Army straight. Steven, man, I was never able to serve, but I have a lot of friends that have or are currently serving. My entire life, I planned for the military. Like, I grew up really reading military strategy books, like on World War II. Of course, I always wanted to be a sniper growing up, but I knew I didn't have the cardio for that. The shooting, the hiding, great. But the getting out afterwards, But in high school, I ended up doing 7 semesters of ROTC. I doubled up basically every year. I did 2 years of CAP, the Civil Air Patrol as well. I logged flight hours before I got out of high school. I used to drive my seniors to drill on the weekends. So I would just go hang out at National Guard training on the weekends when I was like 15, basically. I joke with people, I was learning to set Claymore mines when I was 15. But of course I had like knee issues and stuff like that. And when they were cracking down on the medicals. Got out of Savannah, Georgia, 8 years. Oh man, dude, I've been to Savannah, Georgia quite a bit actually. I grew up in South Carolina actually. Moved to Jacksonville in '92, St. Augustine, 10 years. Man, yeah, you've been all around. You just like me. I've been born in Maryland, grew up in South Carolina. I lived in Arkansas, Colorado, Ohio, Florida. Of course, I was a traveling trainer for the airlines for a while, for Delta Airlines as well. So I spent a lot of time in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Detroit, Atlanta, of course, Nashville. Where else? Allentown, Pennsylvania, Lynchburg, Virginia, Marquette, Michigan. It was a wild ride, man. I was trying to go to college. I was living on my own right out of high school, trying to go to Coastal Carolina University. Shout out CCU, Teal Nation, Isaiah Likely. I actually walked on to CCU as a tight end my freshman year, but of course didn't make it. The coach looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, see, this is why I like Patrick Ricard's story. The coach told me they had too many tight ends on scholarship, and I should just basically give up." And I did give up. I should have done what Patrick Ricard did and said, "What do you need, coach?" And that's a good lesson to teach younger players now. Lamar going off the right side, and he had a ball for Kolar and diving for it, and Hill tried to make a diving play as well. Not sure. What's up, David, my boy? How you doing? I know we've had a interesting journey in life, that's for sure. And let's see here. Let's watch this. And Lamar, I don't know if Lamar is just off on this throw or if Kolar's not where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? 6:30 here on the clock. Trips left formation here for the Ravens. Andrews the sole tight end right. Screen going left. Bengal play tried to make a player, and Zay, the recipient, gain of 5 on the play. And of course, Geno Stone's here on the Bengals. What broke my heart is Geno Stone signed with the Bengals less than what I predicted to give him in my version of the GM of the Ravens, essentially. So that broke my heart. I was willing to give him just a few more $1 million a year and the same basically guaranteed, maybe even a tiny bit more. I thought I had all the numbers to make it work. 3rd and 5. Ravens 3-3 on 3rd down conversions today. Trips right. Let's see if they go there. Lamar over the middle. It's Zay. 40-yard line. Still on his feet. 35. And he's across to the Bengals side of the field with a fresh set of downs. Zay, of course, in that trips formation on the right, comes across on, I'm guessing, some type of crosser. Let's watch here. So he's the lead on the trips stack formation. And just off the gate, whoever number 20 is, burned him. Gone. Zay just literally takes one step, puts his right foot in the ground, and never has to look back. Throws the hand up. Easy. 20 got burned. And Isaiah Likely getting a little screen this time. And, if Aguilar had just had a second better of a block, Likely had had the first down. But let's not discount. That was great blocking by Aguilar to start already. It would have been outstanding blocking if he had held it for like that one more second. And, Caleb Williams, he's got a touchdown to DJ Moore. Ooh, Chicago up. Let's get back to the Ravens, though. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Bengals here. I might have had my field position wrong earlier. Lamar, and going to take a sack on this one. And going to lose a few yards here. Wanted to take a throw. Definitely looked like he pulled it back. Probably was the smart decision there. Tried to take off with a run. And just good job by number 92, the Bengals there. Because there was a huge lane for Lamar to run to. But number 92 kind of like... I'm trying to think of the right word here. He stunned back essentially, but that's not the correct word. There's a more correct word for that. 3rd and 7 after the sack. Lamar saying, we got to go. Oh, we almost got to delay a game. Lamar going deep down the left sideline, and Taylor Britt making a good play on Zay. Zay had to make a high-reaching catch for it, and Cam Taylor-Britt did a good job just kind of playing through him. That looked a lot like the Chiefs game, basically, right there. That was exactly how the end of that Chiefs-Bengals game went. And that was a great job by the Bengals player. You got to give credit where credit's due, guys. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I can't believe it's 7-7 in that game, though. Absolutely wild. Patriots lead the Dolphins 7-3. I've heard rumors that internally, the Patriots organization, the locker room is getting to a boiling point. The offense is mad at the defense. The defense is mad at the offense. Coach Gerard Mayo of the New England Patriots essentially doesn't want to put in Drake May because he knows how bad that offensive line is, and he doesn't want to get his quarterback beat up. The defensive players are angry because they're saying, bro, we going out there and putting, our careers on the line. We're giving you our best years, suppose they're trying to, and you're basically telling us you're gonna not, give us the guy that has the best shot of winning. I definitely can see like a little bit of both sides here. It's one of those ones I definitely wish I could like hear what they were saying in that locker room a little bit. Bills taking on the Texans, by the way. Bills up 3-0, but Josh Allen only 1 of 5 for 24 yards right now. Oh my God, we're watching Jay Daniels clip. Oh, he just launched this thing. Oh my God. Who's number 17? Terry McLaurin, let's go. God, I hope I have him starting in my fantasy leagues. I got to go check on my fantasy leagues, guys. I know I've got him in some of my ESPN leagues. But Jaden Daniels finally showing that connection with Terry McLaurin. And they're just, is that a 3 wide receiver look maybe? Yeah, 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end. He escapes 2-person sack, rolls out right from his own 25, launches this thing almost all the way down to like their 15 maybe, with the flick of the wrist while rolling out right. Oh my God. Da-na-na. You're going to see that on ESPN 1000%. Oh no. Then he throws an interception on the next pass in the red zone. Oh my God. Oh, that's heartbreaking. He literally makes probably the throw of the week and then literally throws an interception in the red zone on the very next play. On a great diving interception, mind you, by the way, from one of the Browns players. It's Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is who made the diving interception for the Browns. What a game they've got going over there. And that's why we were watching that Washington game a little bit, because, like, oh, thank you for reminding me. I need to get the betting open. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Azo. Welcome in, Azo, man. One of our official channel members here and also one of our moderators. And, Joe Burrow going off the right side and pretty good catch there by Jamar. Let me get that betting going. Thank you again. Azo coming in clutch. Confirm. Now betting's open, Azo. Oh, they're saying he was short of the line to gain, so it's not 1st and 10. It's second, I'm guessing, like 1. And Dax Hill is walking off with an injury. And Dax Hill going to the locker room now. And Mike Hilton already not in this game as well. So basically like 2 starting corners essentially down for the Ravens. We got 200,000 loyalty points bet on the Ravens right now. And Jamar Chase with a run going right here. Is that Chase or Moss? I thought 30 was Chase, but that might be Moss. And they're saying Dax was pointing to his right knee. Yay, that is Chase Brown. Good to see some stuff for Chase Brown. It's one of those ones that kills me. I've been rooting for Chase Brown all year, but I don't need a big game from him today. 2:15 here. I formation here for the Bengals. Strong left. They're going to toss that way. And a lane open for Chase Brown. And he's down at what looks like the 46, 47 yard line. And with 2 minutes left, the Bengals show some signs of life. Yep. And, Hamilton missed a tackle there. Oh, never mind. There was a block in the back is what it was, but, not a missed tackle by Hamilton. My apologies. Huge power move there. Setting up a screen here. And that's, I believe, Moss this time. With another first down on the screen. And with that, the Bengals are on the Ravens side of the field. Oh no, the Buffalo Bills just gave up a running touchdown to Houston, and it looked easy. Buffalo has some run defense issues. They've got all their linebackers are gone. Poor Buffalo, man. Like I said, all of their linebackers are gone. It might be a defensive line issue, but I don't know. 50 seconds left here in the first. 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Deep drop by Joe. He's having to roll out. Pressure by Beak and got the ball away, but Nnamdi Madubuike. Great pressure. I wish they'd give me a replay of that one. Yeah, here we go. I want to watch this. Let's see. Just matched up and just driving that center back. And then Jerome Simpson actually coming in there behind him as well. Hey, Hazo coming in with that super chat. What up, my boy? I appreciate you. My God, the super chat loud sound is so loud it scares the living piss out of me. I'm not going to lie. I think all like the things like the notifications, like followers and all that, like. And Burrow pass to the right side. Eddie Jackson does a good job forcing this out of bounds. Are they saying catch? Uh, it was Gasecki. I don't think that's. Yeah, that's a tough call. So his first foot's down as he simultaneously makes catch. The second foot, yeah, not worth the challenge. Handoff going left, and Chase Brown with a huge run. And he's got another first down here for the Bengals. And Chase Brown is trying to show why he's the better back than Zach Moss. For those that don't know, again, we cover the Ravens, but you got to cover your enemies a little bit. Chase Brown was part of my draft special 2 years ago. Loved him coming out of Illinois. I loved his explosive ability. I loved his pass catching. I knew we'd have to work on his pass blocking, maybe beef him up a little bit here and there, get him more comfortable with the inside style runs. But Raven fans have just watched that. He's kind of almost looks like a young Justice Hill, in my opinion. Young. Justice, he knows how to pass block now. We all saw that in that Kansas City game fighting Travis Jones. He knows how to get in there, duke it out, and fight, and stay with the play. That's why we love Justice. That's why Justice got signed to an extension. Azo, member for 9 months. Azo just sponsored. I don't even know what that means. Did you get upgraded? Is that what just happened? I'm so confused. I think 9 months is actually one of the milestones for the membership. I know I got to do better images. I want to take that image and isolate it more because it's a flock of ravens. I think you just got upgraded live on stream, Azo. I think 9 months is one of the reward membership tiers essentially. So I think Streamlabs and YouTube is giving you that shout out basically for the channel. There's only 2 members here on the channel. That's Azo and one other member. And I wish I want to get my Discord channel going so that I can give more value to my membership. And that's one of the reasons I don't promote it as much. But if you join for $1.99, you can get at least 4 funny, as it showed there, we've got 4 funny little emotes you can do with your membership that you then gain. Oh, I didn't get one. I love how they're doing a Hurricane Helene commercial as a hurricane's barreling towards us right now. No border. Dolphins kicker just hit the upright. That's brutal. Oh, Washington getting back into the red zone. Washington's offense, man, if it wasn't for that interception. And with that, we're actually officially in the second quarter here. That's exciting, but not because they're pressing on our red zone. First and 10. Trips right here for the Bengals. It's going to be a handoff going up the middle and nothing on that run. Maybe a yard here. Chase Brown in the back. And see, I feel like that's where Chase needs to understand to change his steps. Be a little more patient on that run, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys, right? Oh, Houston with that 7-3 lead. Colts up 7-0 on Jacksonville. Joe Flacco, 10 of 11 for 97 yards. Joe Cool is playing the Trey Sermon, 5 rushes, 11 yards. Burrow going right, and Owe delivers a huge... Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Owe. That was our Darius Washington. Delivers a huge hit. That's why we love our Darius over here in Baltimore. Look at that form. Shoots, explodes, wraps the legs. Just grabs that leg and wraps. Textbook. 3rd and 7. Ravens showing a little bit of pressure in the A gap. He backs out. And Burrow, Roquan was going that way and still threads the needle. And that's a touchdown to T. Higgins, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. And, man, that's rough. Baltimore showed the pressure over the middle. Roquan dropped out to take away that short pass in the crosser. And Hamilton and Roquan just not quite lined up. Roquan was headed for that spot, but just doesn't get there fast enough. That's a little rough. That is unfortunate. 4 rush, 6 pass, 86-yard drive as McPherson ties this game 7-all with 13:44 left in the second quarter. Colts up 7-0 on Jacksonville, 9:48 left in that game. Washington got their first touchdown in the game. They're leading 7-0 against Cleveland with 1:50 left in the first quarter. Still all tied up in Chicago, 7-7 against the Panthers as the second quarter gets started. And, of course, I'm really interested a little bit in that Patriots-Dolphins game. Definitely considered one of the worst games this week. Patriots lead the Dolphins, though, 7-3. Are y'all buying it, man? Hold on. I'm going to create a poll in Streamlabs, actually. That's the best way to do this. This is actually a great poll question. So pardon me while I program it into Streamlabs real quick. Booyah. Do you think Mike McDaniels should be on the hot seat? Very controversial question. I would love to actually get some Miami fans' takes on this. So for those that are unaware, there's been recent conversations potentially that head coach Mike McDaniels of the Miami Dolphins may be on the hot seat, basically due to his lack of ability, or not even ability, willingness to adapt and change with the loss of Tua, and also including the potential planning of Tua's injuries, of course, knowing the medical history. What up, Sponge? And Sponge coming in with the first vote. And again, for those that are new to the channel, we've got lots of different functions here through Streamlabs. So for this one, you can do exclamation point, vote in the chat, 1 space, yes or no, and then enter your message, and it will log with my Streamlabs bot your vote. I'll keep the poll open, of course, for the complete time. I wonder if I can actually have multiple polls open. I'm not even sure about that. I'm just trying to get to my fantasy league. Trying to see how I'm doing. That's how we doing in Sleeper. How we doing in Sleeper? Okay, Tanks Bigsby having an okay day so far, running the ball against Indy. Hopefully that'll continue. Leggett has not seen anything go his way. That is extremely disheartening. Oh, I'm terrified in some of these leagues. I need some wins, man. Yeah, I'm struggling in fantasy, but I'm also like slowly starting to win games, like have closer games. And like I said, when Jonathan Brooks comes back, I'm really hoping it's going to take off. And that kick's just going to go through the back of the end zone here. So with 13:44, this is, I believe, is going to be Baltimore's 3rd offensive drive. And oh my God, CJ Stroud just unloads a bomb to, I believe that's Nico Collins. Oh my God. That was a dart, bro. All right. Lamar, 6-9 for 75 yards so far. Under center here. I formation. We're seeing a lot more of this I formation under center. Little toss play going left. Henry gaining a little bit of speed and gain what looks like 4 here. They're saying officially 3. And officially, cornerback Dax Hill will be out for the rest of the game, guys. So no Dax Hill, no Mike Hilton, no Sheldon Rankins. And they're also missing 2 other tight ends as well. Multiple guys coming in on which they're saying they got a lot of guys back as well. Power shotgun formation here for the Ravens. Henry gonna get it, and that was a little too predictable of a run play, in my opinion. But I do like power shotgun in the right way, but I don't feel like currently the Ravens have, and Spongy corrected me, it's a 67-yard bomb to Nico. Thank you, by the way. Check my team, Levi. I haven't. Oh, in fantasy, heard. The ref, Steve-O said the ref just fumbled the basketball. 3rd and 5. Trips right here for the Ravens. Lamar making an adjustment at the line. 3 seconds on the play clock. Gets it off just in time. And Lamar getting pressured. He's running. Oh my God! Lamar just juked the Bengals players out of their shoes. He faked that he was going to run back towards his own goal line so hard. The Bengals players bought it, went, and then he turned back upfield and just actually gained time to throw the ball. Unfortunately, didn't get the ball to the receiver, or the receiver didn't catch it. This was, oh my God, I cannot believe he got them to go that way. Oh! Kind of looked like he was pushing him down while also being like, oh, let me help you up. I don't know. 4th and 5. Stout out here to punt for the Ravens. Stout, of course, did shank one that kind of costed the Ravens in one of their previous games. Good punt this time, and hits at 1 yard into the end zone. So deep punt, but wish he could have got it to the corner maybe a little bit more, or got a better side spin on it maybe. Sponge says Ramondre Stevenson might be better as the second back. I mean, sometimes it really does work like that, having that change of pace, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Let's see. I got to see how I'm doing against Joe Stevens, too. I got Team 3 Kickers is officially their name now. Sam Darnold did not have a great game. Like, T. Higgins, okay. Jets defense did me solid. I made the right choice by not starting Rashawn. Oh, God, though. I don't even want to talk about it. I had Darnell Mooney on my bench. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's see. Sponge, Ramondre Stevenson's already got 10 points. Solid. Mando, you're playing against Jaden Daniels. Dalton Kincaid ain't doing nothing. Sadly. I know that. Oh, of course the other guy's got DJ Moore. That's rough. We've got some good games though. I wonder what's going on with Buffalo. Oh, Chicago, I think, just scored. They're up now 14-7. Yep, I'm going to get it here. They're on the 1 yard line, 2nd and goal. Handoff going right, and I'm not sure who that halfback was, but they're in. Rashawn Johnson. Of course. I think I got Rashawn on the bench. No, that's going to suck. I mean, I guess it's only, he's got 1 carry for 1 yard for 1 touchdown. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world, right? Let's see. Allegedly. I'm just going to remove that comment. Yeah. I don't know if someone's just coming in trying to mess with Steve-O, so I'm just going to delete that comment and we'll keep an eye on it. I don't think that's Steve-O. I think that's someone trying to mess with Steve-O. So, Steve-O, if that's someone trying to mess with you, by the way, just give me a shout out so I can keep a better eye on it. 12:05, first and 10. And if it's you just messing around, let me know so I can let you just play around. Going deep down the left sideline, and Brandon Stevens, what a play! The wide receiver for the Bengals looks like he had it, and Brandon Stevens. And that's T. Higgins. He's in motion. That's a great motion to gain momentum, but Brandon Stevens does a great job playing through the ball here. Just gets his arms up, tries to locate the ball, finds the hands, interfered. That's textbook. Ravens just playing textbook. Philly says, no, I'm the Daniels team. 2nd and 10. Split back here for the Bengals. Going over the middle, and Gesicki almost gets lit up by Roquan there. They're lucky that ball didn't get tipped and intercepted. 3rd and 10, 11:55. Third and 10. Trips right here for the Bengals. Ravens definitely in some type of zone coverage. Hamilton blitzes, and he got him. Let's go. Let's go. Hamilton's going to come from basically on the A-gap and just swims the halfback. That's Zach Moss. That's definitely going to get Zach Moss a loss of reps. That's wild. And here's Wallace going to get a return. Still going. He gets tripped up right at the 49, 48 maybe by Battle. And with that, Ravens are going to come out here and try to hopefully extend this lead here. Had some great. Gotcha, Steve-O. I didn't figure that was you, so if it's not you, then I'm actually going to put that user in timeout as well. As long as it's not you, then it's clearly someone who's trying to wait. Okay, Steve, you just retract your message. I thought I put the wrong person in timeout for a second. Legitimately, I got scared. Oh, I got scared there for a minute. Yeah, if it's not you, Steve-O, then I'm gonna make sure to put that person in timeout then, because it's clearly someone that's just creating names to try to start stuff. Sponge says Lawrence with an 85-yard bomb to Brian Thomas Jr. My God, didn't expect that one. Of course, I've got Lawrence on my bench over Sam Darnold, I think, on my second team 3 kickers. For those that don't know, let's see, where did it go? I don't have my phone on me. Rip. I might have to go grab my phone. Let's see. Chat. There we go. There we go. That's weird. It wasn't showing all chat. That's so odd. That's so weird. All right. Hopefully my chat should be fixed there, guys. So one moment. I'm going to go grab my phone. I was wondering where it was. Let's see here. First and 10, 11:08. Little play action. Lamar over the middle. Got him, man. Oh! And that was Aguilar. Didn't make the catch. Bateman jumps on it just in case, but Aguilar took a huge hit over the middle. Sponge says, I need my tight ends to do something. I know, right? Like, legitimately. Oh, and Aguilar just delivers a huge... takes a huge hit. And that's a good hit by number 29, honestly. Right to the shoulder. Pushes through. Aguilar is definitely going to be hurting after that. There is no doubt about that. Second and 10. 11:02 left here in the second. Lamar over the middle. And oh my God. It looked like it was going over the middle. Ball went to the far left sideline. Bateman just made a toe tap catch, it looks like. What a ball. Like, look at that thing. And Bateman with a diving catch. And he got it. That is 100% a catch. Steve, that's why I thought about starting Lawrence to combat that, guys. I know, right? I think he'll be okay. 10:25 here. Henry off the left side and pretty good gain there. Looks like a gain of 6 or 7. I'm glad to see your message, Steve-O. When you retracted that last message, I put that other person in timeout. And when I put them in timeout, at the same time you retracted your message. So my brain, I was like, did I accidentally click the wrong person into timeout? I was like, oh God. Pretty funny. Oh, I have a funny thing. Someone, we'll talk about it on the next break. Hold on, let me make a note here. And Henry handoff right, and looks like it was going to be a no gain. Ends up gaining about 7 out of it. Fresh set of downs. So someone talked about this recently. They said, is Derrick Henry the last Hall of Fame running back? And he basically went on to talk about how there are currently no running backs in the league close to like that 10,000 yard mark, really, that are young. He's like, honestly, the next person is Jonathan Taylor, but he would need 5 1K yard seasons, essentially, healthy, good seasons to get there, essentially, like before he's, And it was a really good argument. Oh, Jackson looking for Andrews and not able to get it to him. And they definitely look disappointed. Sponge says Eric All needs to do something or he's getting cut. Yeah, and I mean, Sponge, Eric All definitely, he's still fighting with Gesicki for reps. But it was definitely a good matchup pool. Steve-O says, because I thought you were on mute, but it was on my phone, so I delete. Got you. That's funny. Derrick Henry, 8 rushes for 28 yards. Bengal fans making noise here. They're banging the sides here. And Lamar going to keep it. Little option. Oh! Puts his foot in the ground and just cuts upfield. Was probably going to be a gain of 1. Ends up getting quite a few more out of it. He's having a little fun jawing back and forth. Oh my God. I have a clip, guys, too, by the way. I have a clip. It's the Buccaneers and the Eagles, and they're literally talking about playing Fortnite after the game. Like, legitimately. They're, like, talking about playing Fortnite after, like, the game. Like, while they're standing in the end zone, like, after a play ended. Absolutely wild. They're like, yo, y'all play Fortnite now? Lamar having to roll out right. Oh, he finds Bateman, and he's in! Touchdown, Ravens! Looked like it was going to be a sack. Lamar makes something out of nothing there. I don't know if anyone. And Geno Stone actually the one applying the pressure, and Lamar getting the last laugh here. Let's watch here. Bateman starts all the way on the left side as the X. Goes on a little drag crosser, gets the ball maybe 5 yards from the right sideline, but able to get in and run it out. And barring this PAT, this should be a 14-7 game with 8:09. Ravens 3 rush, 4 pass, 59-yard drive play on that one. And Tucker, of course, good. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Sponge knows exactly which clip I'm talking about. He's talking Avonte Maddox with Mike Evans. Yo, can you imagine, though, playing Fortnite with Mike Evans, how dope that would be? Like, and to continue the history of, like, so the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to mount this last TV before this hurricane comes, play a little bit of Fortnite with the girlfriend because we missed out on the whole first part of this battle pass. So I go get the drill bit I need to, like, I've got toggle bolts that I can now get, and they're going to fit into the metal studs. But currently with my drill bit, I just couldn't quite get them in. I need like literally 2 millimeters more bore size. So I go to Home Depot the other day. I buy this damn drill bit. This drill bit's like fucking $18. I get home. I'm like, dope. My drill's charged. Let's do this. Unlike my last drill bit, the I don't know the correct term here for this, but the part that goes into your drill, the male piece essentially on the connection is too big for my drill. Even though it's only a 2 millimeter difference bore size. I think I'm going from like a half inch to like fucking 9/16, whatever. But yeah, so that was slightly heartbreaking. I was like in such a mood. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go here. I'm about to get this done. It's gonna be so much fun. And then, yeah, now I just have another drill bit sitting there. I legitimately had that drill bit in there trying to hand twist it because I'm an idiot. And here's that power shotgun formation here a little bit that we saw earlier. This time, Justice Hill in the formation. Cincinnati shows pressure overload blitz from the Ravens' left side of the line. Lamar, that's essentially what you would say is his man at some point. He's got to address it, which he addresses it by rolling out, which he can do that. I mean, and Cincinnati they overloaded one side, but they didn't have anything on the backside containment. And you can't do that against a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. He'll either hit that throw or he's going to run it and beat the one man, basically. That's some questionable defensive calling there. It's like I understand what Cincinnati's trying to do to a certain degree, but it was an incomplete play, in my opinion. David Menai says, so your drill chuck is too small. Essentially, I'm guessing that's what it's. Yeah, dude, that broke my heart. Like, because I figured, I was like, okay, the half-inch drill bit, fit on it perfectly fine, no issues. I'm sure this, like 9/16, that, slightly bigger than a half or whatever. Aza said, I actually had to hand drill my bolt into my stud because my drill was weak sauce. Oh, see, I've got metal studs in my walls because it's Florida. And wood is just really bad in general. So I've got metal studs. And I'm already slightly terrified because I think it's a load-bearing wall, and I don't want to talk about that. And it's an adjustable mount, so it has to, it's 3 vertical, basically. I'm a little terrified about it. And, good pass to T. Higgins there. Stevens in tight coverage. And that's going to be a 3rd and 1 on the left side. After a gain of 7. 3rd and 2 officially. 7:20 left. Caleb Williams, 7 of 10 for 98 yards in that Chicago game, by the way. DeAndre Swift, 13 rushes, 65 yards. He's having a resurgence. Oh, we got something going on in the Colts game. Oh, and Colts with a huge run up the middle. Is that Jonathan Taylor? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Trey Sermon. Duh. No, that's Goodson. Oh, they're going by committee by back. That sucks. Oh, and Burrow sack. That's Tavius Robinson. Let's go, young man. I think that's going to be his first sack of the year. Congratulations, Tavius. Let's watch him work here. And just, is that Zach Moss? Zach Moss now lost 2. That's twice now that Zach Moss has lost his rep at pass protection as the halfback for the Cincinnati Bengals. And twice it has cost the Bengals a sack now, by the way, for Bengal fans. Aza says, so I got a crescent wrench and put some elbow grease in it. Oh, what a punt! Oh, no, it's down at the 1-yard line. Great play by the Bengals special teams. The 2-yard line officially. Don't tell me that. Yep, Anthony. David says you can get a 9/16 bit with a half-inch drive. I know I'd have to go get the exact measurements. I know I'm torn because I don't think I can return the drill bit, of course. And I'm sure I mean, I'll be honest, I probably could use a new drill, but I really don't want to spend the money on it. And right now, I don't know if we're going to, go get it before the hurricane. The stores are batshit wild right now. And we still don't even know if this storm's going to hit us or hit Tampa yet. It's either way, we're supposed to get a lot worse than we did last time, but, it just depends if it's going to be more of a direct hit or not. David says, I'm a fan of the drill bits that work in the 14 1/4 inch impacts, but a 9/16 might be. And see, so I think, David, I want to take a guess that my driver, Chuck, whatever, is probably a 1/4 inch one. And that's why my half inch was probably a half inch to 1/4 inch. And this 9/16, I'm guessing, is probably a 9/16 to half inch. And that's probably why it doesn't fit in my if I had to take a wild swing here. I could go get them, but it's just heartbreaking. And then I've got a bunch of RGB lights I need to put up as well. I got all these Better Home and Garden RGB lights. So like our current setup, I have a standing lamp to my left with an RGB light in it. And it's like has 3 little, shelves and then the light with a cover. We have our computer desk with a hutch, a middle bookshelf with a bunch of her Animal Crossing stuff, her desk, and then another matching lamp. Then we're going to have 2 43-inch TVs on both of our sides matching. We both also have dual PC monitors. And so with all that RGB, then I'm also going to throw RGB either behind the desk or behind the bookshelf or maybe all of it. Just basically I'm going to give it that gamer glow and all that. And then we'll eventually get some pictures for up top as well. I'm thinking about getting like those pictures where they're like backlit kind of, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make it like that really cute gamer room. Eventually what we're thinking about doing is behind me, if I can get a better camera setup that gets like maybe the TV behind me. We're thinking about like putting a futon and stuff back there, like making it more relaxed so you can lay down on the futon and watch one of the TVs as well. Like, it'll be super cute. And oh no, that's a safety, I think. And oh my God, Derrick Henry is tackled in the end zone for a safety. I never thought I would ever mutter those words as a Ravens fan. Oh my God. Is it Hendrickson or Hubbard that got it? Let's watch here. This is a handoff going right. And, oh my God, Patrick Ricard just... Somebody up front misses their block. Then Patrick Ricard misses his block. because I don't think he was expecting that guy to be there. And with that, it's 14-9, and Bengals are going to get this ball back. I really wish they would give me another replay. Who missed their block? That's one of those ones, and Henry is really upset. He is telling something to one of the coaches on the bench right now that came to sit beside him. I don't know. They're looking at the iPad here. It looked like somebody, Hill's coming over to look at the iPad too. Ricard obviously whiffed on his block, but I don't think that person was supposed to be there for Ricard to block. I think someone else whiffed on their block 100%. Azo said, is she the one with the better PC or you? Technically, her PC is way newer. So, like, case in point, I really can't play Fortnite. I'm starting to struggle even playing League of Legends now. Her PC can still play it all. So, her PC's kind of better, but it's like it's a $800 PC that we got on sale for $500, but it has an integrated CPU, GPU, meaning, you know, they're together essentially, you know. So, but she has the newer one. When we talked about it, I was like, no, I feel like, you know, you only have a laptop. You really want, like, actually something to play. And that was Hubbard, by the way, with the safety. Chad Stoloff says, never thought I'd see Henry get stopped. And that's what Chad, I am so excited to go watch film on that and see who missed the block. Like I said, Ricard whiffed on it. But like I said, it looked like Ricard was like, why is this guy here? You were supposed to take him. And blitz coming from the right side for the Ravens. Run going that way and gain what looks like 3, maybe 4 on the play. Urban and Smith and Hamilton on the... God, who missed block on safety? I got to make sure I put it down in my game notes. I'm so tempted to just already go back in this game broadcast and just go find that, so I can watch and line it up. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 32, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 36. And Burrow, man over the middle, that's Jamar, and he's got a first down. 4:50 and ticking as the Bengals are looking to retake the lead. Looks like Josh Downs is getting better. 5 catches, 48 yards down there in Indianapolis today. Let's get an update across the NFL. Tied game, Indianapolis versus Jacksonville, 10-10. Washington extending their lead 10-3 over Cleveland. Chicago maintaining their lead 14-7 over Carolina. Houston extends their lead over the Buffalo Bills 14-3, and it's still 7-3 in a snorefest in Foxborough. 4:20 minutes in the second quarter here. Deep drop by Joe. And goes, oh my God. He pump faked, eyes right, coming back to his halfback on the left side on the check down. And Kyle Hamilton just lays the hammer. His helmet kind of popping off almost a little bit. He's having to fix the straps and buckle it all back up a little bit. Absolutely levels. And the ball actually jarred loose from the hit as well. Big thing to include there. Oh my God, I almost took a sip. My drink was backwards. That'd have been bad. Kyle Van Noy and Owe. Is that Owe on the edge? And Joe Burrow going to his check down. I think that's Eric All there. Yep, that's Eric All Jr. And like I said, Hamilton came on a blitz there, and they basically just threw it kind of where he came from. I mean, that's what they teach you basically. You gotta start doing setups. Ravens look like they might bring pressure here. Let's see if they do. We're waiting for our first Kyle Van Noy sight. He's going to drop into coverage this time. Throw going that way, and coverage tight on that side, and that's Nate Wiggins making a play. Bengals lobbying the officials for a flag, but not going to get one. Let's watch here. Nate matched up against Jamar Chase, and I mean, he's tight. He's on him, but that's definitely, I mean, his hands on his chest. It looks like pass interference, but it's I don't know. Maybe. I'll give Bengal fans that one a little bit. They might have something to gripe about a little bit. I probably might be a little upset. Fair catch called here for the Ravens, and that's going to be at the 14-yard line. Wish Tylan Wallace would get some more chances to return here. And with 3:23, Ravens are going to get, an in-between of a 2-minute drill and a 4-minute offense. You're running 4 minutes till you get to the 2-minute, right? Or do you just come out here and just start running 2 minutes straight because your defense has been playing pretty good, actually? I feel like that's what I would do. Just straight, let's go ahead and go start moving no huddle if we can. And Zach Taylor still laying into the refs on the sideline. Mark Andrews, the motion man, left. They're going to run that way, and not much there. No gain on the play as Henry's going to get driven back on the play. Like I said, 3 minutes. Let's skip some of these runs, maybe. Save runs for when you finally do see them, like in max coverage, essentially. Rushing maybe only 3 or 4. And then, maybe run that draw play. But let's kind of move to this no huddle. Come on, guys. We have all of our timeouts. If we can do a pull 2-minute offense and score, we can almost get this ball back potentially or give the defense timeout usage. And here's Aguilar. Good to see him back in the game, and that's a gain of 4, it looks like. 3rd and 6. He's fixing his chin strap, too. And when the 2-minute warning comes, I'm actually going to go grab another drink. And Henry checking out of the game. Hill checking in probably. And we're excited to see a little bit of Keaton Mitchell, too. But, man, there's just only so many balls to hand off. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of mouths to feed in this offense, especially once Keaton Mitchell comes back. 3rd and 5. Zay, the man in motion. Trio stack at the top of your screen. Lamar looks there. He's going to escape, and he's going to run for it. Oh, he is like right there. I think they're going to say he's short by a yard, though. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 1 deep in Ravens territory. This is a big call upcoming for the Ravens. And with that, it's officially the 2-minute warning. So we'll see. I'm going to go grab another drink. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one moment. Por favor. All right. Coming into this game, though, the Bengals pass rush really hasn't gotten home. Trey had a good week when he finally came back, but they've been dealing with some injuries. 24th in the league in tackling as well. This was an interesting one to how do you attack this defense. 10th in coverage, 32nd in pass rush. 12th in run defense, 24th in tackling. So we talked about it a little bit on Wednesday that this matchup would be a bit better run defense than, of course, we've seen the past 2 weeks. Even Houston is gashing the Bills' run defense. Dallas is the worst run defense in the NFL. And we talked about it. If you were here last week for the Bills game as well, we mentioned prior to that game starting, the Bills coming into that game were 26th ranked run defense according to PFF coming into that week. So this is a little bit more of of a good test for the Ravens, I feel like. Hey, what up, Rising Rhino? How you doing, my boy? Hey, I know the Colts actually, was it 10-10 still? Or, oh, I was just watching Jacksonville recover a fumble from the Colts. I don't know if that just happened. Yeah, it looks like that just happened. Oh, that's going to give Jacksonville the chance to kick a field goal and take the lead before halftime, I think. That's huge for Jacksonville. Sorry to the Colts. Hey, Vince for the Land says, go Bengals. What up, my boy? Ravens are going to go for it, it looks like, here on a quarterback sneak, but it looks like a tight end is in there. A little bit of a hard count. They're going for it, and it looks like he's got it. And looks like the officials are running in on the first side of the first down. Backline judge saying first down. And they're saying first down. Let's go, Ravens. And, hey, John, maybe use that. I mean, since it's taking so long to get the pile off and you're losing so much time, maybe use that timeout right now since you have all three. But welcome in, guys. Eric, Rising Rhino, Vince, Magic Man. How y'all doing today? Hold on. Since we got everyone here, we're going to crack one with the boys. Oh, what a great sound. 1:09. And again, Ravens just lost 40 seconds off that clock. And Jackson gets out of a sack. Still getting chased. Throw it away, my boy. My God, I cannot believe he wasn't sacked. Lamar had two guys try to pull him down, and he's saying something to the judge, saying, you got to call it, man. I think Trey's saying, I had him, but I didn't want to slam him. But I don't know. It looked like Lamar got out of it. And like they're saying, and now the Ravens have lost so much time now because they ran 40 seconds off the clock after the QB sneak, my guy. How many times can we be right on this? And again, run left. Why? Oh my God. What is this play calling right now? What is this? Harbaugh, get off the mic. Let Todd Monken go back to doing what he was doing. Why? And now there's like they're saying if Baltimore used the timeout, now they're starting to use their timeouts. And now if Cincinnati gets a stop, they will have time to go score because they have all three timeouts. And Baltimore, of course, now in a 3rd and 10 after running it on the second down. And John Harbaugh just, you could see he's confused and he doesn't understand what to do and what's going on, man. I'm sorry. Deep drop, blitz coming here for Bengals. Lamar going deep over the middle and nowhere to throw that ball. He overthrows, and that's probably the smart thing to do. And now with that, the punter's coming out, and the Bengals will have 44 seconds in all three timeouts to try to score here. And, what sucks is Lamar had Aguilar open. If he didn't go for Zay, but in Lamar's defense, two guys in front of him jumping and a guy with his arms on him, basically. Like, you really can't be too mad about that. But, my God, what a horrible sequence of play calling by the Ravens. Big punt here. We're going to see a return from the 10. And nothing here. Tackled at the 20. And again, Nate Wiggins out there as a gunner for the Ravens ends up making the tackle. 34 seconds. And again, let me put this on tape so everyone can go back and talk about this for a minute. So, after the 2-minute warning, with 1:57 on the clock essentially, the Ravens, of course, execute a QB sneak with a tight end, get the first down, have all three timeouts. They don't use the timeout. They let the almost a full minute, 40 to 55 seconds, expire off the clock with no play call as, they get it all sorted out in the pile and all this stuff with all 3 timeouts. That's where you use first timeout, John Harbaugh. It's really that easy. You had 40 seconds in a 2-minute drill taken away from you because you chose not to call a timeout. And T. Higgins catches this ball on the right sideline for a first down and out of bounds. 28 seconds. If the Bengals score here, I'm going to be so livid at John Harbaugh. And Steven says, Ravens just need to run most of the clock out now at this point, but they screwed up, man. They screwed up bad. They screwed up so bad with that sequence of plays. And Burrow getting pressure, gets this ball off to Zach Moss, and he's got either a first down or just short, so 1 yard short, and Cincinnati going to use their first timeout. 2nd and 1, 21 seconds left here. They're on their about own 41-yard line, it looks like. Absolutely wild, though. Steven said, hold the Bengals to 7.5 is a win, bro. Calm down. I know. I'm talking, though. I pick the nitty things. And one of the things that has bothered us is that John Harbaugh does have a history of blowing game planning and time management in challenge situations. It's just, we could have walked away with at least 3 more points here and not giving the Bengals any chance. I wasn't trying to walk away with another 7, but I did want 3 and not giving the Bengals a chance to score here. And that's what I'm saying. If the Bengals score here off of it, then there's a problem. And Joe Burrow, deep pocket, and got a man over the middle. That's Higgins, and he's down at the field goal line. So across to Ravens' side. And, of course, Cincinnati going to use another timeout. 14 seconds here as they're going to get 2 to 3 shots here probably with time left. And they're at the like I said, the edge of McPherson's field goal range here. Yep, and just a little post in route there. Send someone. Steven says, Lamar knows how to win. I trust Lamar. I don't trust John Harbaugh anymore. But let's go, D. Let's go, D. 1st and 10. Need a big play here from someone. Someone needs to step up here. Let's see it. Travis, I'm looking at you, bro. Going deep. He's got a man, and Ravens give up the touchdown to Jamar Chase. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is, though. Chase hitting the gritty. And right now, it's a 41-yard touchdown. It's illegal contact on the defense. It stands. Oh, it's roughing the passer on the defense. And that's why I'm said, man. That's why I said John Harbaugh's bad coaching just came back to bite the Ravens in the ass here. And Joe Burrow takes a big hit from Madubuike, gets a flag, doesn't matter. What's up, John Jay? And Cincinnati going to take a timeout here. As I'm guessing they're going to talk about going for this 2-yard or 2-point conversion. So this actually might be more. And let's watch here. Just basically a crosser and a post. And the crosser, they see the crosser, they go to it. It slows up the backside coverage here. And I think someone on the cover 3 protection here on the left side of the Ravens defense just went to the crosser too much, gave up his responsibility, and Jamar Chase just slid into that backside of the cover 3. That just undisciplined play from whatever safety was over there on that side. That's unfortunate. And again, Bengals are going for the 2-point conversion here to make it a 17-14 game instead of 16-14. That's the smart call to make it a 3-point game. Burrow looking left, looks right, throwing. Oh, he throws a pick to Hamilton, but there's a flag. And this is probably going to be something. Hamilton's going to try to return it. I think it can be points if he returns it. He's getting chased by Zach Moss. Hamilton, he's gassed. He's still running, though. And he's tackled at the... Oh. Okay, he's down to the 5. I think he's just tired. He's kind of slow to get up. I think he's just tired or cramping. Yeah, I think they're just tired. But I think this is going to be a flag, and I think they're going to get a pass interference defense. Oh, my God. And even though they just ran 90 yards, basically, they've got to go back and play it again now. And that's Mike Gesicki on Kyle Hamilton. And, yeah, Kyle's got him wrapped up, hugging him there. Absolutely the correct call, and that's where one of those ones, someone's got to go yell at him. There's a flag. There's a flag. I know, John Jay. I'm wondering that myself. He says, who does the play call, Harbaugh or Todd Monken? I don't know. Either way, that was the most botched 2-minute drill I think I've ever watched the Ravens do. Like I said, John Harbaugh let almost 50 seconds tick off that clock. Then they were in a hurry to get the next play off because, again, they lost so much time. They knew it. And now this ball at the half-yard line after the penalty. And Baltimore going to take a timeout now. I mean, it's not a bad timeout. That's a good timeout. I mean, I wish he would have used those timeouts for the offense earlier, but, you know. Woosah, woosah. We're not stressed. We're not stressed. I mean, we're 100% stressed, but, you know. Come on, man. I need some good news, Ravens. You cannot give me a loss and then I get hit by a hurricane. That's just not fair, Ravens. Come on, man. And there's Zach Moss finally winning a pass. And that was they got Gene's territory in there on that roughing the passer, by the way, earlier. Garbage call, but it didn't really matter. Chase Brown, and he's in. And with that, it's 17-14. And the Bengals are going to go into halftime leading by 3, barring a miracle return here by Tylan Wallace. And the Bengals get their first lead of the game with like 9 seconds left in the first half. Absolutely wild, man. That was such a horrible sequence of calls. Like, oh my God, my hands are itching so bad. Joe Flacco, 17-21 for 121, 132. Let's see here. Jacksonville leads 13-10 over Indianapolis after that field goal. Washington now a commanding lead over Cleveland, 24-3, as they just scored another touchdown before the half. Chicago now with a huge lead over Carolina, 27-7. Bills still struggling against the Texans. They're down 3-17. And again, nothing going on over in Foxborough. It's still 7-3 Dolphins with trailing the Patriots. And number 38, I think that's Collier, was trying to get a return there, but nothing. Lamar probably coming out here just to knee the ball. That was, like I said, bad, man. Just bad sequence. And that's the thing that upsets me. A lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times, about 50 to 35% of the time, it doesn't come back to bite the Ravens. And we're like, oh, okay, it's all okay at the end of the day because we won the game. And, you know, hopefully, in a certain sense, it's going to be like that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, we win at the end of the day and life's dandy and we not worried about it. But currently, that huge mistake has led to the Bengals taking the lead before halftime. A huge momentum shift in the game. And, of course, if the Ravens end up losing by 7 or even the 3 or whatever, staring, you know what I'm saying? Oak finally coming in. He said, "Hooday." Oak coming in with finally getting that lead. My God, Oak, at least you can probably agree with me. That was the most atrocious 2-minute drill I think I've ever seen Baltimore's do. And it wasn't like on Lamar. It wasn't on any of the players. It was 100% the coaching staff, whether it was offensive coordinator, head coach. I don't know if they have a game management coach, whoever's in charge of that. Absolutely wild. And if you are playing fantasy football, I hope and pray your fantasy football team is doing good. Unless I'm playing you this week, then I wish you nothing but the worst. I know I took a big hit today. Aaron Jones going out to injury in Minnesota. Tanks Bigsby's doesn't look like he's doing too much for me. Oh, Oak, you're at the game right now? That's so fire, my guy. Like, congrats on that. Where are you sitting? Where are you sitting, Oak? I'll make a note, see if I can find you while I'm watching the game. That's so cool, though, my guy. I'm happy for you, though. I really hope you're enjoying the game. It's one of those ones. I hope you enjoy the game. I hope the Ravens slightly spoil the game for you, but you know, we walk in a fine line. God, half my team is on bye weeks this week. I'm getting my butt kicked. I mean, technically, I'm winning, I'm winning, but I'm barely projected. Oh no, I'm projected to lose now by 0.5 points. Oh, now, 0.5 points. Oak says, bought club seats off face. Oh, you're in the club. You're in the... Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy. That's pretty cool, though. I saw the Ravens Stadium, M&T Bank, for $900, I think, your fantasy football league can rent out one of the private suites and hold your for 4 hours, you can have your fantasy football draft at M&T Bank Stadium. And you get tours of the locker room and the stadium and stuff like that. You get to go on the field. I don't know how true it is. I've seen it a bunch on Facebook, but I'm like, dude, that's the dream. What I would give to be close, be like a season ticket holder for the Ravens, be able to live close enough to go to those games every day, to be able to have enough friends locally close enough, or just the money to fly them in and have a giant fantasy football draft in person at our home stadium. Absolutely. Steve-O said that game call was crazy. I mean, this has been absolutely wild so far. Like I said, I know for me, one of the big things I've got marked in my notebook right now is I've got to go back and watch and see, who missed that. The Cal game. Oh my gosh. All right, we got the Verizon halftime report. NFL powered by Verizon 5G. We're going to run through this rapid fire as fast as we can here. Of course, we had the game in England today. Vikings taking on the Jets, and what a game it was. Vikings coming away with the win, 23-17. Sam Darnold, 14-31 for 179 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 29-54 for 244, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That Brian Flores defense is no joke. Garrett Wilson still got me 20 points in fantasy, and Aaron Jones ended up getting hurt in that game. We've got Texans taking on the Bills. Houston, of course, leading 17-3 at halftime. And C.J. Stroud in this game, 12-15, 187 yards and a touchdown. Josh Allen still struggling, 6 of 18 for only 56 yards. And, of course, C.J. Stroud unleashing that bomb earlier to Nico Collins for, 64 yards. I thought Nico was walking off. We don't have to talk much about this Baltimore-Cincinnati game. Y'all been here. Y'all know what's going on. Joe's playing good. Lamar's playing pretty good as well. But the 2-minute drill that's there by the Ravens, atrocious. Ricard or somebody else absolutely whiffed on that block in the for the safety. Just absolutely wild. Okay, this is where I want to see. Jaden Daniels, 11 of 21 for 166 yards and a touchdown. They're leading 24-3 as Brian Robinson looks like he's eating. Deshaun Watson struggling like Josh Allen, 8 of 18 for 67 yards. Looks like Brian Robinson Jr.'s got 2 touchdowns already. And Colts, Jaguars leading 13-10. Joe Flacco not having a terrible day, 17 of 21 for 132 yards. Trevor Lawrence, though, 17 of 20 for 242 yards and a touchdown, including that bomb to Brian Thomas Jr. earlier. Jacksonville only leads due to a fumble last minute before the half. Caleb Williams finally having a good day here, 11 of 15, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a long one to DJ Moore. Andy Dalton, not terrible, but not great, 12 of 16 for 74 yards. They probably need to just get it going there. And oh my God, is that DJ Moore for another touchdown? Oh my God, it is. Please tell me I started DJ Moore. I did. Thank you, dear fantasy football gods. I made sure to start DJ Moore this week. And Jacoby Brissett, 7 of 12 for 43 yards. Tyler Huntley, again, having a good accuracy day, but just cannot throw the ball deep, apparently. Let me see here. Oh, we're finally winning this game, it looks like. We're projected to win. Does it tell me on this league? Projected to win 149-122. Lamar's got 12 points. Garrett Wilson got me 22. DJ Moore's already got me 22. Terry McLaurin's got me 10.4 so far. We're looking pretty good right there. We got Nick Chubb and Puka Nacua on the IR right now. He's got a lot of Lions players and Eagles players, so he's having a tough bye week right now. I'm leading 87-58 in that league. How are we doing in the other league? In our second fantasy football league right now, we must have a showdown going on. I'm leading 93-83, projected to lose 143-151. Braylon Allen only got me 3.9 points. I'm struggling in this league. I need Roschon Johnson to get some carries here. But I've got Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore in that league. Kyler Pitts as well. Or Kyle Pitts. I need Xavier Legette to do something over there. Unfortunately, I had Baker Mayfield benched. I mean, I guess I have Lamar, so it's fine. But that's one of those leagues, too. I'm waiting for Jonathan Brooks to come back. And I'm back and forth in these other leagues, man. I'm so close in so many. Oak says, I'm leaving right now because I have to do something for work. Oh, that's rough, Oak. You have club tickets and you have to leave because of work? Bro, that's like gut-wrenching. I mean, at least you still did get to go maybe like some of the pregame stuff and you got to enjoy the first half. You get to leave the stadium with your team winning, essentially. So in your mind, you can just say they won the game, right? No matter the second half. Just pull a University of Central Florida. Let's see here. Getting anything. Dude, a Hurricane Milton. Yeah, I bet school is moving to remote. Wait, did it just say that Kittle got moved to... Hold up. I might have to go make a move in my sleeper fantasy football real quick. Yeah, state of emergency issued. I bet. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Did George Kittle just get ruled out? Oh, I think it says. Oh wait, that's Kelsey. Where's Kittle? I think it said Kittle's gonna be healthy. Sorry, guys. I gotta check to make sure George Kittle's gonna be playing. I think it said he's gonna be playing today. Expected to play. Cool, cool, cool. I just had to double check. Like, I gotta watch those. My boy sent me some reels. I gotta watch them later. I'm working at a gaming company that helps big. Oh, bro, that's so cool, Oak. Man, I'm a big gamer, my boy. I go hard on gaming, so man, I got big respect for you on that one. If EA and Epic need help, trust me. Oh, how could I help? I actually, what's funny about that, Oak, I actually applied for a job at EA concerning the development of the next Madden game. Of course, EA denied me, but EA said they encouraged, people to apply. And of course, what's the point in complaining about a problem if you don't want to be part of the solution and fix it? So I did my part. I went to EA. I applied for, I think it was like director of creative management, or like basically someone who was making sure that fans were happy with the game, essentially. And probably looking to introduce new features and to change things for the game. And like I said, EA shot me down, but maybe they'll listen to you, Oak. Funny thing about that, Oak, I once wrote to Epic. I used to play Rocket League a lot, and something happened to me with the loot boxes that was like just couldn't happen, right? So I wrote to Epic about it. I wrote an email. I was a little upset. And if Epic would have just been like, "Hey, that's cool. That happened. I'm sorry for that. We'll look into it." I'd have been happy. I'd have never wrote another email. They basically Epic gave me a giant FU, basically. They gave me the giant middle finger in a response email. And I said, all right, challenge accepted. You want to be petty? Let's be petty. And so I wrote a mathematical equation that showed what had happened to me was less likely to happen than being like struck by lightning twice. I then went on to show that technically my mathematical skills, while being at an advanced college algebra level, were technically still not great enough to correctly calculate this, and then applied and showed where my missing variables and the level of the range at which I could be wrong, my error of margin essentially in the calculation, and that likely the true number was much higher than that. And I don't think, I'm not just unhappy that I didn't. I told him, I was like, I wasn't even trying to get a specific thing. Just what happened to me was so fucking wild that I was like, my opinion, you're undergoing some clumping. It's happened when you have random AI generation of numbers. You see what's known as clumping, which just basically the code kind of almost gets stuck because there is no such thing as random. It's common. It's cool. Just look into it. And they were like, F you, guy. And I was like, oh, yeah? Well, I'm not your buddy, pal. And I went off. And not too long after I wrote that giant email to Epic Games, I got an email notifying me about the class action lawsuit against Epic Games for rigging, of course, the loot boxes. And I got a small payout from it. So, I know all about that. Olympia got hacked here. The casino payouts were down over a month. Everything was dang, that's wild, Steve-O. A casino got hacked, bro? Man, I'm telling you, hacking is wild, guys. Like, wild, the stuff. So there was a security company that worked for a bank. Let's just say this. And like like this, like a lander, you might hang your employee ID from. So they were what's called a SIDA area, secure ID authorized area. And so you might, and they tell you as an employee, you are not allowed to like just go to the grocery store wearing this. Even if it's like under your shirt, you have to have this put away locked unless, you're where you're supposed to be. we were able to walk by and scan the chip inside it, which is why I don't trust chips on credit cards. If you've got a chip card, but you could walk by and steal the chip ID, essentially. Oh, big hit there. Simpson tackles him in the backfield, and we're back here with third quarter football. Oh, the games. I mean, either way, that's more impressive, in my opinion, to get the casino games at the casino. That means you had to get physical access at one point without them noticing you. 100%. That is the only way to do that. But also at the same time, it means if they've got good enough security, they could review the tapes and find you. 2nd and 14 here after the negative play. Burrow looking right. He's going there. Oh, and tight coverage almost ended as an interception. Roquan unable to keep his hands on it. And 3rd and 14 as the Bengals are coming out here passing to start the third quarter. And that's Jerome Simpson in great coverage there. And like Derek said, lucky that Roquan didn't intercept that ball. Chad says, is Allen still everyone's I know, right? After last week and what's going on this week for Josh Allen, I think we need to have a re-talk about the MVP conversation a little bit. I feel like Purdy might be one of the favorites for MVP now. 3rd and 14. Burrow going intermediate right. There's a flag. And Humphrey in coverage, and I'm guessing this is probably going to be pass interference. But if it's not, that is absolutely great coverage by Humphrey to play through the ball and force the separation of wide receiver and ball in the play. Steve-O said, did I bust out my new Pearsall jersey or wait till he comes back? Oh, that's tough, Steve-O. I'd wait for him to come back, man. Make it... I don't know if you do a channel, Steve-O. That's where you wait till he comes back and, like, especially before the game, like that morning, you record a short about it with your jersey and hyping it up, and you got to like put it everywhere and tag him and tag the 49ers, get him hyped up. So if he has a big game, like, you know, if anyone's got a Pearsall jersey, that's what you do, by the way. 1st and 10, handoff up the middle, and good game. You know, sometimes what I think I would be good at too is like social media manager. I'm bad at doing the social media myself, but planning, scheduling, activities, meet and greets, travel, all that stuff. Like one of the big jobs I had, or I was working for in Colorado, was the personal assistant to the director of production at one of the largest hemp companies in North America. Cry. Oh, I got to reload my stream. Give me one moment here, guys. This game's on CBS. CBS doesn't want to give me this game, really, so on any stream service. So we're watching it as Pirates. Arg. But 13 minutes here, and let's go. Lose 3 on the play. 3rd and 6 here. And, of course, it was interference or contact on the Ravens, so Bengals did get that fresh set of downs. Oh, no. And the Bengals might be dealing with an injury. Their rookie tackle, Amarius Mims, is down on the field right now. Training staff seeing to him. And he's kind of, I want to say he's just cramping. The way he's just kind of like, it's not rocking, but like he's like almost rocking in a sense. Gives me more of that vibe that he might be just cramping. I'm going to hope for Bengal fans that he is and it's not a serious injury. And, of course, as soon as we hear or see anything, we'll give you an update. Official timeout here at 13:04 in the third quarter. Sleeper football app is so wild. Oh my gosh, it looks like Team 3 kickers might beat Joe Stevens, but Caleb Williams is having a big day. He's got James Conner in the 4 o'clock slot. T. Higgins, sadly, is having a big day for me. Oh, I need Tyler Lockett to have a big day. gosh, Trevor Lawrence, 18.56 points. But of course, I have extra points awarded for plays of 50 and 40 and 50 yards. Rashawn not getting much. Definitely interesting. Chad says, that's a cool mug. I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, it's like a helmet. And of course, where you hold it is the face mask and perfectly fits a can. I know, that's one of my favorite little things. See, I used to like always, when I went to the bar, when we had that magical run, like, what was it, 2013, I think, with Joe Flacco and Jacoby and Torrey and you know, that magical run. That was my first time actually being able to really like go out and enjoy football games with my friends. Like, I'd never been much of like going out to the bar with like people and like, and they weren't even Raven fans. And oh no, Mims is being carted off the field right now. And of course, they already lost Trent Brown earlier this year. And here's Mims. It hits the back of Mims' leg and didn't really see much there, but maybe it might have popped something like his Achilles. And they've got their third string right tackle in now. Pass going right, Burrow to Brown. And Nate Wiggins in sticky coverage, but Chase able to make the catch. 13-yard gain and a first down for the Bengals here. And, I mean, like I said, that's just sticky coverage by Nate, man. And Eddie Jackson delivers a good hit. And definitely got to keep an eye on here. Will the Ravens try to go after that right tackle? Jamar Chase, 6 catches for 84 yards so far. Handoff up the middle, cuts back left, and Owe, Hamilton, Roquan, all there, delivering a big hit to Zach Moss. No gain on the play. 11:55 and ticking here in the third quarter. Let's see, anything else going on in these games? Houston extending their lead over Buffalo, 20-3 now. And finally, New England scores again, but only a field goal. That game's still only 10-3 with 10:50 left in the third quarter. Chicago, though, putting up a beating on Carolina. DJ Moore getting his revenge game against his former team. Bengals here, 3 rushes, 4 passes on this drive, 29 yards, 3 minutes 35 off the clock so far. Pass over the middle. Oh, and right through the hands of Wiggins. No Ravens player there, sadly, though, to intercept it. Would have been probably a first down catch, but yeah, just a little high for Wiggins. Wiggins would have lost his knees if he caught that ball from Marcus Williams, probably. Just a little too tall for him. 3rd and 10. Bengals 3 of 7 on third downs today. 2 of 3 on 8+1s. Burrow going deep down the right sideline. Got a man. And that's Iosivas with a huge catch down at the 2-yard line. And Nate Wiggins and Marcus Williams looks like they were in coverage. And twice now the Bengals have attacked that same pocket on the deep right. And that's a catch. Oh my God. What a catch by Iosivas. Why, Harbaugh, do you even have that challenge flag in your hand? Put that shit away. Put that shit away, John Harbaugh. I swear to God, Harbaugh, if you throw that challenge flag. 1st and goal up the middle. Nothing. Azo says, ever thought about... So, Azo, I bought... Which Madden? Was it Madden 18, 19, where Lamar Jackson was on the front? I bought it was the last copy of Madden I ever bought, was the one Lamar Jackson was on the front of. I bought the MVP edition, pre-access, like all that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to relaunch my Twitch streaming channel playing Madden. is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to work. I don't need other people to play Madden. I can grind Madden by myself. And that game was such trash, especially at launch, that I really couldn't do it. And QB sneak on 2nd and goal originally stopped. They might give it to him late. They're saying down at the 1. I would stream Madden. I honestly, I would rather stream college football, to be honest with you. But like I said, I have a day one Xbox One. It is so old, garbage old. So I can't even play the new Maddens or college football until I get a new one. And then sometimes when I think about that, I'm like, do I buy a new Xbox or do I buy the Oculus 2 or whatever, and stream VR stuff instead of Xbox stuff? Yeah, honestly, Madden, I kind of been boycotting Madden for years. I have, since that Madden with Lamar on the cover, I have boycotted and refused to buy EA and Madden products. I will play them, but only once they're available free on Game Pass, basically. Like Azo said, we got to get you a PC. I know all of my My problem is this, man. I'm one of those people. I don't like spending money on myself. I don't like buying things. I'd rather go do things with my friends. I'd rather have a memory and an experience I could remember for the rest of my life. And I've always lived my life like that. And we've got a penalty flag being thrown in from somewhere here. But wait, why did they? I guess they were just resetting the play clock and telling them all to stop. That's weird. 3rd and goal here. Got backed up due to a penalty. Ravens bring some pressure. And T. Higgins is wide open on the right side middle. And Joe Burrow is going to extend the Bengals lead here. And barring the PAT, that's going to be 24-14 Baltimore. T. Higgins now 6 catches, 55 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And, I mean, at least I have T. Higgins in my fantasy football league on my 2nd team. Either way, though, still really rough. I don't think I have T on my other teams. God. Kaiju! Are you Kaiju number 8 or Kaiju number 7? No. What up? Hey, man, the Bengals. Like I said, Baltimore really blew it before halftime. They gave all the momentum to the Bengals. All the momentum. 100%. Like, I cannot get over us botching that 2-minute drill. Like, and again, it's coming back to bite us in the ass. They scored a touchdown. They got the 2-point conversion. They took essentially a 3-point lead because we screwed up. And now, of course, they're capitalizing again. Like, under the helmet says, my fantasy team is popping off. I bet, my boy. Jeff Weber says, where is DA? Would he be good? This is where DA would be good. Yeah, you're not wrong, though. You know what's crazy? So, Jeff, let's talk about Devontae real quick. So, of course, Devontae put on his Instagram the picture of Edgar Allan Poe. There's been, of course, speculation that he's on the short list of trade people. The thing is this, supposedly, from what I heard, they're looking for a 2nd round plus like something else. The Ravens have a history now of trading 2nd round picks for players. How do you think we got Roquan? Now, cap-wise, we'd have to do something. The Ravens, of course, don't have the cap space for Devontae. Of course, we could just go over for the season, I believe, but it's not generally where you want to be. But the thing is this, what do they want for the additional trade compensation? I don't know if the Ravens really have anything that they're willing to trade that the Raiders want. They're not getting Travis Jones. They're not getting Beak. They don't want Urban. They're not getting Pierce. Washington maybe, but they probably don't want them. Corners, you never want to trade corners or linebackers. We like a lot of our young edge guys. Maybe internally there's an edge guy that they're not super happy with that they could trade as part of the trade package, but Collier with a return and big hit. He's down at the 25-yard line. And with that, the Ravens are going to come out here and try to get something going. I know I've got DJ Moore on my fantasy football team, and he's doing good. Is Wiggins shadowing JC? I don't think he's shadowing JC, but he is lining up like when JC's out there at the Z position. He's playing pretty sticky coverage. But Jamar earlier, I know one of them was a deep crosser where one of the safeties didn't stay where he was supposed to stay. Not really on Nate as much, I don't think. Exactly. If we double team Chase, they're going to go for Higgins and all. Little play actions. Zay gets the pass. 30, makes two men miss. Still on his feet. Got the first down, and that's a gain of what looks like 16 on the play. And good play by Zay after the catch. Takes this ball behind the line of scrimmage. And makes one man miss. Makes two men miss. And finally gets tackled. Steve-O said, Jay Glazer said Ravens not really interested in that. And that's, Steve-O, we would have to make cap room. And then, of course, the second round pick, the Ravens would maybe think about, but it's what they probably want other than a second round. Wide open, that's Charlie Kolar, 20, 15, 5, and he's pushed out of bounds as Charlie Kolar makes a big play. Oh, this is not going to help the Mark Andrews whispers. And this is what we've been expecting out of Charlie Kolar. Charlie Kolar, of course, kind of had a redshirt year. I think had a sports hernia surgery his first year. But he's a big tight end with pretty decent speed, like 4.5 to 4.7 speed. I want to say closer to that 4.7 side. But pretty big tight end. He's kind of in the mold of Andrews. Maybe not quite as fast as Mark Andrews. But size-wise, a little closer to Mark than probably Isaiah Likely is. And Henry, handoff up the middle, and that's a gain of what looks like 4 on the play. Second and goal, probably going to be at the 1-yard line here. Josh Allen continues to struggle up there. Is that 7 of 20? Is that what that just said? Oh, my God. Chicago kicking another field goal. They're now up 30-7 on Carolina. We've got some blowout games, man. Jacksonville up 20-10 on Indy. Washington blowing out Cleveland. Bro, when are they going to bench Deshaun? Or is it just the O-line that bad? Little play action and Likely with a touchdown now. Wide open. Great play action by the Ravens offense here. And Isaiah Likely all by himself by the left back pylon. Easy. And now we're back in money here. Likely lined up, just gets off. The linebacker just can't get out there, and Lamar floats a ball to him. Good block by Henry, little cut block there. And if Likely didn't have that ball, Ricard would have had it, because if the linebacker would have been closer on Likely in coverage, Patrick Ricard coming out of the backfield would have been wide open. So that was a touchdown no matter what. Oh, I just realized I had the wrong scores here. I've been putting Baltimore score. I'm so dumb. Yeah, Kolar with a 55-yard catch and then Likely capping it off with the touchdown catch from the 1. And with 6:38 left in the third, we've got a 3-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. I'm going to be right back, guys. Have fun, do some gambling. I'm going to start a heist before I go. For those that don't know, you can do !heist, Heist.
a point value between like I think 10 and like 10,000 or 5,000, I want to say. Streamlabs will show you, just like my chat command. The heist will start 2 minutes after I put in the command. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. You can win some loyalty points. I'll explain loyalty points when I come back. Sorry about that, guys. And Marius Mims officially an ankle injury. He's questionable to return. They're taping it up, but you can tell he is in pain, man. Oh, I don't think 10,000 is too much. I think it has to be like 5,000 for the heist. I'll try to change that. Chase Brown, handoff going left here for the Bengals. Tackled at what looks like the 34-yard line here. So Bengals got about 60 yards to go. Yeah, 66 yards. Losing my mind. Don't ignore me. Just ignore me. Man, I feel like I haven't had much use for my gifts today, sadly. Davy Jones, I was killed. Blackheart Island took my soul and I just died. And Wiggins motioning. Burrow changing the play a little bit here. 2nd and 6. And of course, he's motioning back. Little play action, screen. Oh, and Roquan came in for a huge hit but missed. And Michael Pierce makes a good tackle. Was that Jerome Simpson that came flying in, maybe? Someone came flying in trying to deliver a hit on that screen. And like they're saying, Pierce in the middle of the defense as the nose tackle recognized the screen and already started making a play on the ball. That's wild. You got to love some Michael Pierce. Third and 1. Empty backfield here for the Browns. I'm Bengals, sorry. And Jamar got it. Tackled by Stevens. And quick little easy first down here for the Bengals. Little just quick out route there for Jamar. 4:55 and ticking. .435 left here in the third. Joe Burrow, 235 passing yards on the day so far. And Ravens want a false start here. Might get one on the left tackle this time. False start. Offense number. Still first down. And that's Orlando Brown Jr., the former Raven. And yep, David Ojabo kind of flexing a little bit here, trying to get him to jump, and he got him. John, can we talk to John Harbaugh? Can we get me hired already so I can come in and stop these bad coaching decisions every once in a while? That's the thing that just separates a good team from elite teams. Ravens look like they're bringing pressure. Roquan's coming. And Wiggins able to skid out of the first tackle. Gains what looks like maybe 6 or 7 on the play. Higgins continues to have a big day for the Bengals. Oh, we got a play update. Did Josh Allen score finally? Keon Coleman breaks out of a tackle and goes 49 yards to the house. And with that, they've got a 10-20 game. Buffalo finally showing some signs of life. Burrow looking left, little outlet pass to Eric All and tries to hurdle a man. Gains a couple yards, though. Didn't get that second leg up. You got to get it up or around, man. Up or around. He got upended. Let's watch the hurdle again. Yeah, the last leg, he got it over. It got kind of like clipped by Brandon Stevens' hand, though. Good job by Stevens, kind of like rotating, just throwing that hand up to catch him. 3rd and 2, so I didn't get highlight taped. Let's see. Oh, look at Jamar Chase telling Stevens exactly where to line up. And they're blitzing. Burrow, left side, got him, man. That's Jamar Chase. Brandon Stevens, the man in coverage. I know it. Ravens brought pressure. It looked like the center might have jumped even. Like, it came right up the middle. And Travis Jones right there, but Jamar looks like just a little comeback route. Yeah, the timing was almost there. And Burrow takes a little shot by Travis Jones as he gets the ball off, but honestly, good completion, good catch. Jamar Chase now 8 catches, 104 yards, and a touchdown on today so far. Handoff going right, and nothing that time. Chase Brown, the running back, no gain. 2 minutes left here in this third quarter of football. Ravens down by 3 as the Bengals continue just to drive down the field. I feel like this has been a really long drive. It has 8 play, 40 yards, 5 minutes off the clock so far currently. And again, it's just so wild. The Gamecast is like almost 20 seconds ahead of my actual game broadcast I'm watching. Oh, Buffalo scored again. I'm sorry. So they're 17-20 in the third. Buffalo might come back and win that game. 2nd and 9, pass going left, and Chase Brown with the catch. Gain of what looks like 4 on the play. Darius Washington with another good tackle. 3rd and 7. First half, 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Second half, they're perfect. What was that? 5 of 5 up for 3rd down conversions? Empty backfield for the Bengals. And pass up the seam, and that's a catch as Gesicki gets the first down for the Bengals. Tough catch there as one of the Ravens lays a big hit. And yep, he's just little quick seam. We used to call that tight end pop. It's where a tight end runs a seam, but you're looking for the ball almost right off the line of scrimmage. You're looking for a really quick, fast throw from your quarterback, and hopefully he doesn't get you lit up by a safety. Handoff going left. That's Moss, and decent run there. Gain of what looks like 8 on the play. Steve-O said, who's Achane's backup? I believe it's Wilson, the running back they took out of. Where did he come out of? Oh, we've got a hands to the face on the defense. Oh, no. I'll double check for you here, Steve-O. I'm losing 36 to 200. I'm sorry, it's Jalen Wright, the running back from Tennessee they selected in the fourth round this year. Pretty good running back, actually. There's also Wilson Jr., but yeah, Wilson I saw is questionable, so I don't know if he's in that game. So it should be the Tennessee kid. And with that, that's the end of the third quarter, guys. As the Bengals walk off the field here as they switch sides. Bengals lead 3 with 15 minutes left of football. Mozart was the original starter, then Achane, then on the jet. Here, the full depth chart for Miami is as follows according to ESPN. Number 1, Devon Achane, Raheem Mozart second, Jalen Wright third, Jeff Wilson Jr. the fourth. So yeah, if Raheem's healthy, he should be playing. I mean, Raheem had 20 touchdowns last year. Let's not get it twisted, you know. He's just been injured to start the season. Poor Dolphins, man. It's not just the Dolphins like Tua. If you look at the depth chart for the Dolphins, Cam Smith, that's I believe that was their first round corner, IR. Patrick Norris, their free safety, IR. Then Ethan Bonner, their third left cornerback, out. Bradley Chubb's out. They've got another linebacker out. Cam Brown, another linebacker, is on IR. Their linebacker, third or fourth round pick, Muhammad Kamara, out. They've got another linebacker, Cameron Good, out. Almost all their linebackers are gone. Then you go to the offensive line. Isaiah Wynn out. Andrew Meyer out. Keon Smith on IR. Wide receivers, Taj Washington, Anthony Schwartz, River Craft. Sorry, my apologies. They've been dealing with so many freaking injuries. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. I'm legitimately about to go send a message to Tyreek Hill. Let me see here. Tyreek. Maybe we'll do I tweet at Tyreek or send a message? We'll tweet at Tyreek. Let's go find Tyreek. Cheetah post. All right, we tweeted over at Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins. Oh, do we have a touchdown? It looks like it. Chase Brown. God. Oh, that's bittersweet. That's so bittersweet. And just a little pass, little outlet pass from the running back, and he gets to the outside. Trent Simpson there, but not quick enough. And with that, PAT, Bengals are now going to have their 10-point lead back, 31-21, with 14-19 left in the fourth quarter. That's rough, man. That's so rough. So freaking rough. Like, Washington piling more points on, up 31-6 on Cleveland. 4:49 left in the fourth quarter. Tight game in Jacksonville, Duval County, 20-17. Colts just down by 3. Oh, do we have an update? What do we got? What do we got here? Cleveland, Washington. That's Deshaun, deep drop back. He's gonna be scrambling. Oh, he takes a huge hit. Ball comes out, and it's a fumble at the 50-yard line as the Commanders recover. Deshaun's horrible day continues, now including a 10 of 22, 94 yards, and a fumble lost. I mean, does he have anyone open? I mean, you got to get rid of that ball, Deshaun. You got to get rid of that ball. He had a man open. He had a man wide open. He panicked and tried to run, bro. The trash bags are back out in Cleveland. They're wearing the paper mask back in Cleveland. You got to feel bad for Cleveland fans, to be honest with you. Like, oh, Steve-O coming in getting that bet on the Bengals last minute. And for those that don't know, I'm getting ready to, since it is the fourth quarter, I should have closed betting. Steve-O is going to get one of the last bets in probably. You can bet loyalty points, who you think's going to win. Do exclamation points to find out how many loyalty points you've got. And then you can bet between 10 and I believe like 100,000. So as soon as my game comes back from this commercial break, that'll be our start essentially. Let's see. Okay. I'm up 90-64 in one for this fantasy game. How am I doing the other league? I'm up 104-91. Gotta love as it kicks me out of my ESPN account, basically. Here, I'm up 88-73, projected to lose, though. And the other team, I'm up. Oh, I'm down 32-87. But I am projected to. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. There it is. I'm down 81-60, projected to lose by like 2 points. Bet game on right now, mob. All right, let's close the betting. I still have the poll open. Betting is closed. 3 bets on the Ravens, 1 bet on the Bengals. The total loyalty point pot is up to 260,000 points. Oh no, oh no. And Collier tried to take it, and it bounces out of bounds. Oh, my God. And, oh, my God. Collier just messed up huge for the Ravens. Touching the ball, it goes out of bounds. And if it had bounced out of bounds naturally, which it probably would have, the Ravens would have got the ball like at a 45. Now the Ravens start at their own 8. Empty backfield here for Lamar Jackson as they're down 10 points. Justice Hill motioning in from the Z. Pass over the right side. There's Andrews, I believe. And we've got a Mark Andrews sighting as he finally catches the ball on the right sideline. Beautiful floated ball here by Lamar Jackson. And Mark Andrews, classic deep crossing route and gets it on the backside. Little bit of Lamar pushes Ronnie Stanley out of the way. Ronnie, the pulling blocker on this quarterback keeper, and Lamar literally like full cranks the arm and just shoves Ronnie forward to give Ronnie more momentum running forward. That's absolutely hilarious. Bebop says, I need an intro. All these iBets. I'm in the dark. Oh, so future, what you do is you can, when I do open betting on games, you can do like exclamation point bet, 1 space, and then either like Ravens or Bengals. and then one space, and then loyalty points, and you can like bet loyalty points on who you think's going to win the game. Like right now, there's actually a poll open on Streamlabs. I have a poll. Should Mike McDaniels be on the hot seat? You can vote using exclamation point vote yes or no on that poll. I wish I had a way to tell Streamlabs to like do my poll somehow. Like to tell Streamlabs, say, hey, I need you to bring the poll up and tell the chat about the poll real quick. Seth says the Raven defense is making me mad for short. They're not even playing that bad is the problem. Lamar buying time on the 1st and 20 after the penalty. He's going to scramble for it and still going. And he's down at the 45-yard line. What was going to be like a gain of 3 ends up being a gain of 12. So also, it's Bebop, you can do things with your loyalty points. Like I'll show you here, one of Steve-O's favorite. You can gamble, which is rolling essentially a 1d100 die to try to gain more loyalty points to play with. So Streamlabs will tell you right here. Little play action here. Lamar looking deep. Going over the middle. Got a man. And that's Zay Flowers making a... And, of course, it's my channel, so I have as many points as I'd like. You can play the slots. The slots are a little unforgivable, though. And, again, we're going no huddle here for the Ravens. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Bengals. Handoff, that's Justice Hill, and gain what looks like maybe 6 on the play. I know. Cheers, my boys. I'm actually about to switch out the drink here. It's too early to be drinking alcohol, and I've still got hurricane prep stuff to do. We've got a hurricane barreling towards us right now. Hold on. We're going to crack one with the boys here. Ah, beautiful. Lamar going to keep it. Hurdles a man. Oh, my God. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Had a man safety shooting for him, and he just hurdles over him. And there's Streamlabs telling you a poll is going on. Should Mike McDaniels be on the hot seat? Use exclamation point vote and then either one space yes or no, and then that'll tell you. What's good? What's up, guys? David likes to gamble too. David is always using that gambling function. Handoff up the middle. That's Justice Hill. And a first down. Ravens are in the red zone. Ball at the 20-yard line now. 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. As Derrick Henry comes back onto the field. Oh, Jacksonville scored. So 27-17 in that Jacksonville-Indianapolis game. Jacksonville leading that game. Did Miami get a safety? No, they just kicked another field goal. Okay. I'm losing my mind. 1st and 10. Ball officially on the 19-yard line. Ricard, the man in motion. Lamar going right to Henry. Little quick outlet pass designed and gain of maybe 4 on the play. Clock continues to tick. 2nd and 6. 10-20 here. Ravens, again, got to score and make it a stop. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Bebop, whoop! Doing that Chris Berman voice. Whoop! He was coming for me, then just watch her, little whoop! 2nd and 6. Play action, Oh, get up, Andrews, get up! And a beautifully designed play. That looked like out of Philly's book. So it looked like the last play, a designed pass to Henry outlet where Lamar Jackson pump fakes, and then Andrews just little wheel skinny route there, and just sadly the ball under-delivered by Lamar Jackson. Andrews has to basically stop and fall over to catch the ball, and instead of being a touchdown, it's 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Yeah, the Bengals got a safety. Trust me, I know all about that. Lamar, play action. Got a man over the middle. It's a tight end. And it's Kolar. And gonna reward the young man for that big 50-plus yard catch earlier. And Charlie Kolar, that might be his first NFL touchdown, actually. And with the PAT, that will bring Baltimore's lead 28-31. We're in a 3-point game. And again, I hate to be that person and keep bringing it up, but we got to talk about it a little bit. Again, if the Ravens, by the way, 5 rush, 5 pass, 92-yard, 5-minute scoring drive. Beautiful. Excellent. Mwah. Beautiful, Todd Monken. Beautiful. If John Harbaugh, Todd Monken technically, and the offensive coaching staff had not messed up that 2-minute situation in the first quarter, the Bengals would not have had a chance probably to score that touchdown at the end of the first half, and the Ravens would have the lead right now, not still be trailing. And that's why I said, you got to let when I get upset about those things, it's not that it's the end of the world. It's, again, these fine-tuning things because, again, if the game ended right now, we'd still lose. If the game ended and we did the things that I wanted to correct, we'd be winning. And it's just, it's a different type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know what I'm talking about who weren't here at the end of the first half, let me recap. So the Ravens, in a 4th and short situation, go QB sneak where they bring a tight end to handle the ball. Great play, Paul. Great design. They get the first down. But there's this big pileup. And at that point, the 2-minute warning had just ended. So there's like 1:56, 1:57 on the clock. At that point, it took so long for the pileup. And I said it immediately. I said, man, I'd use a timeout because this is going to take a while before they're going to be able to get the next play call off. Sure as shit. The very next play call comes in. They have freaking barely 1 minute. So basically, the Ravens lost almost 40 seconds off the play clock in a 2-minute situation while having all 3 timeouts, mind you. And then, of course, because they took so long, when the play clock was about to expire, they quickly had to go for it, which resulted in a bad negative play. So then, basically, we were in a 3rd and long, or 3rd and non-manageable, with 40, 50 seconds left, and we still gave them enough time to go score because the Bengals had all 3 timeouts. That's what just, little things kill me. Because, again, not only do we lose the time to score, we put ourselves in a bad situation, and I truly believe that it would have changed the entire situation in the play calls, and just the result of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So the first play was rushed, went negative. The second play, we decided to run it in a 2-minute situation. Not on their side of the 50, I believe, either. Because we had to punt a ball and gave them pretty good field positioning. So on our side of the 50, negative play because you had to rush because you were running out of time. And everyone realized, oh, my God, we just lost 50 seconds out of our 2-minute drill. So first play didn't go well. Second play, we decided to run it. Which, I mean, I can kind of understand maybe if you're trying to take the lead. But then, like I said, the Bengals got the ball back with all 3 timeouts, went down, scored a touchdown, which even a field goal would have been a win for them. So, absolutely. Absolutely. No. You know who's being voted for president? Darwin Raven. Next year, I'll be old enough to run for president, jokingly enough. And Jamar Chase, little screen. Oh, he breaks loose. Oh, no, he's open. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. And he's in. Jamar Chase breaks loose on a screenplay on the right side. And the Bengals answer in a 1-play drive, essentially. 8:54 here on the clock. My God. I dropped something, but I don't know what I dropped. I heard it. Oh, well. And let's watch here. What happened here? Oh, no. And this is... No one would have thought Jamar would escape from that side, and that's 3 missed tackles on the Ravens. Brandon Stevens chasing Jamar Chase to the house. Almost gets there, but just not fast enough. And with that PAT, we're back to a 10-point game like it never even happened. My God. John says, what are your thoughts on the game? Oh, I've already, you've heard a lot about that already. We've talked about, again, the big thing was the mess up in the second half. We've seen some bad tackling. Like Dick Kreiner says, the Ravens need a pick 6 at this point, man. Like, God, that's rough. That's so rough. The Ravens have to make a defensive stop. They're just... The Bengals are calling a really good game as well. Let's not give any discredit there. The Bengals are calling a really good game. And while the issue we discussed earlier with the mismanagement of the 2-minute drill before halftime would have made a difference in a 3-point game, it doesn't make a point difference in a 10-point game. So we'll have to wait and see, and if that's ends up being the thing. I wonder if Amarius Mims, that's a big story to keep an eye on as well. So, of course, Bengals lost Trent Brown earlier in the year. Then we just saw Amarius Mims' ankle injury earlier, questionable to return. So they're on their third-string right tackle. I really would like to see the Ravens kind of abuse that a little bit. Let's make Joe Burrow scramble to his left, throw like weirdly across his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's football 101. Like, we should be... Matabike should just, like... Or Travis Jones should just be lining up. Maybe Kyle Van Noy because he's crafty, but, like, we should be abusing the right tackle a little bit right now, in my opinion, as the defensive coordinator for the Ravens. It's a little head-scratching as I scratch my head. We'll see, though. We'll see. Like... Oh, my God. Let's see if the Hurricane's gotten an update, actually. We've got the Hurricane tracker up here as well. For those that don't know, we live down here in Florida. Let's give this a refresh here. So, what hurricane is this now? Is this Melinda? Like I said, is it the most Florida thing ever that I've kind of, like, lost track of, like, the hurricanes now? Like, legitimately. Oh, which hurricane is this? Yeah, Milton. Hurricane Milton. But here's Hurricane Milton. It's heading towards us right now. We're probably right about here where my mouse marker is in Florida. Yeah, thankfully that stays a little north of us currently. But the crazy part is, watch this. Here comes another hurricane probably from the south. Yep, here it comes, coming through the Caribbean. Yeah, it's going to crowd across Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, Haiti. It's going to be wild. And Joe Burrow, like they're saying, he is completing almost 80% of his passes right now. Absolutely wild. And like Bebop says, I'm liking this game. Lamar and Joe are right now tit for tat. They really are. Most points the Ravens basically allowed. The Ravens have allowed 39 points in the fourth quarter, most in the NFL. Or second most, sorry. Lamar going deep down the left sideline. Bateman just off him. Almost looked like Bateman stopped running at first. I'd love to see a replay here. Yeah, here we go. Just like a little slant go. I think that was supposed to be a corner, and I think Bateman saw Lamar cranking this thing, and then he turned up field. I wonder if that was supposed to be a slow go or if it was like an inside fake, like going to the corner, and then he turned up field. I would love to know what that route was supposed to be for Rashad Bateman. 8:48. Trips left at the top of your screen. Left. Mark Andrews, the sole guy right. He's blocking and then releasing. Ball's going to him. And that's a first down at the 41-yard line here. 8:40 is, again, Baltimore's moving to a no-huddle offense. You've got to, as both teams do have all 3 timeouts. Mark Andrews now 3 catches for 51 yards. And here's that up-tempo. Lamar going to keep it, and tackled for a loss on that play. Oh my God, Miami's taking the lead? Holy crap. But my gosh, Lamar keeps it. That's kind of the bad call, it looks like. And it kind of looks like the Bengals had a good play call for that already. Mark Andrews doesn't really block enough, and I think Lamar's a little upset right there. Bebop says, got to get Andrews into the game. Got to get Zay into the game, man. 2nd and 12. Bengals showing pressure. They bring it. Lamar going deep right. Got him, man. That's Zay. Oh, a Bengal player smacks the ball out of Zay's hand as he's walking back on the field. Where's the flag for that? Come on, man. Bengal player literally just went, bah, and smacked the ball out of his hand as he was walking back onto the field trying to hand the ball to the ref. Yep, and that's a good catch by Zay, getting his 2nd foot down. 1st and 10, ball on the 44-yard line of the Bengals. So Ravens at least across midfield. Lamar, good pocket all day. Puts a ball behind his man and it gets tipped up. Thankfully, it hits the turf before a Bengals player finds it. 2nd and 10, 7 minutes, 11 seconds in a 10-point ball game here in the 4th quarter. I think Bengals is Paycor Stadium is the name of the stadium. And yeah, okay, that ball's tipped in the line. It would have been behind Justice Hill already. It's behind Justice Hill, but it also gets tipped. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have been, but I still think it was going to be behind Justice. Here we go. Zay moving into a stacked twin on the top side of the formation. Bateman and Likely on the bottom side. Lamar going to that left side, and Zay's got it. It looked like the Bengal player just kicked Zay in the face a little bit. He's laughing, too, as he got up. I would love to be able to watch that afterwards. Zay dropped it. It bounced off the helmet of the Bengal player and landed back in Zay's hands. That's cartoonish, bro. My God. And Lamar pressured, and he throws this ball at the feet of Justice Hill. That's a good call. Lamar just about to take a big hit. Actually did take kind of a big hit. 6:39 here left in the 4th. Ravens got to get ready to get one in here. Got to get in the end zone soon. And see, here's the thing. If we end up losing by just 3 points, I'm going to talk about the John Harbaugh thing a lot. A lot. And like my boys, Bebop says, man, make sure you smash that like button. Oh, yeah, wrong GIF. Jackson, deep right. Aguilar, not there. And like my boy Bebop says, and like Joe Swanson says, smash that like button. And don't mind me if I show up to your work tomorrow like Dwight from The Office. My name's King Henry. You will call me the King. Sorry. 3rd and 10. 4 wide here for the Ravens. Lamar pressured. Got a man. That's Tylan Wallace. And he's got the first down, tackled at the 20. But we've got a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. And it's against the defense. Roughing the passer. Let's go. And that's going to put the Ravens down at what should be the 5. It's against Trey Hendrickson. Yep. It's like yes and no. And then Trey's like, let me help you up. And Lamar's like, get off me, bro. I get though where Trey's coming from, man. It's wild that you can't like just even land on the quarterback. That's fucking wild. That's the same thing Matabike got flagged on, and they said Matabike's was not a flag. They agreed with that. I feel like the officials would probably agree with that. Baltimore, the recipient finally of one. Lamar, all the time in the world, might have an injured offensive lineman though, and he's going to run out of bounds here. Second and goal. One of the Ravens' offensive linemen, though, was really slow to get up on the play. Oh, and there was a wide... Isaiah Likely was wide open in the middle of the field in the end zone. Oh, my God, is he wide open. Like, my God, is he wide open. I understand once Lamar rolled right, though, he would have to throw across his body, and that's too dangerous. But I wonder if Isaiah was open in the middle before that. Oh, Lamar drops the ball. Scoops it. He's running. Stiff arms. He's still got time. He's going to low it. Oh, he's got Likely. Touchdown. Oh, my God. Lamar just made magic. What just happened? Lamar fumbles the snap, struggles to pick it up. He finally gets it with a Bengals player in his face, delivers 2 stiff arms to Hubbard before launching this ball deep to Likely. Let's watch. Drops it. Fumbles. He's finally up. Hubbard, 1 stiff arm, 2 stiff arms. Eat the dirt, man. Extends the play, launches as he gets heads out of bounds, and Isaiah Likely makes a circus catch to put this game within 3. Let's get the Likely gift. Was his toe in? Hold on, guys. Was his toe in? I wasn't sure. Was his toe in? If Isaiah Likely was any type of comedian, he'd walk up to that mic stand and be like, did anyone check to see if my toe was in on that one? Oh my God, I got to write that as a joke. If we win, that is. My God, what a play. Robert Dockery coming in here. Gonna lose by more than 3. Hooday. Let's get it, Cincinnati. As he says that, we score. That's kind of funny. But welcome in, Robert, by the way. Bebop says, love McDaniel, but his QB needs help and the defense too. I know. And that's what a lot of people are saying is that, is he on the hot seat because essentially, you know, he's refused to address the backup quarterback situation a little better. He doesn't seem to be changing anything or trying to adapt to what's going on. I mean, he is having an injury-plagued season and some other issues, but man, I don't know. And like Bebop says, tit for tat, best game on TV right now. That is for damn sure, Bebop. And this kick going to the end zone. So with 5:24, Baltimore needs to come out here and make a stop. They can allow a field goal, technically. A field goal would only make it a 6-point game. But they've got to keep them out of the end zone and still leave the offense enough time to score. Baltimore and Cincinnati do have all 3 timeouts here. And, of course, confirmed this is at Paycor Stadium up there in Cincinnati. 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Chase the man in motion. And again, are we going to go after the right tackle? I would be, man. Go after that right tackle. I think Mims is back in, by the way. Burrow buying time. He throws it Jamar Chase, and Chase, he makes sure to stay in bounds. That's a good job by Chase to stay in bounds for Bengal fans. Bro, why are people coming in like with... Clearly, it is an attempt to harass someone, which is clearly against terms of services, which means a timeout, essentially. It's just one of those things. Oh no! No, I put the wrong person in timeout. Oh no! Oh no! Oh God. Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. 5 minutes. Add as a moderator. Oh my gosh. If someone can message Bebop, if someone has his stuff, I accidentally clicked him instead of the other person. I tried adding him as a moderator to bring him back. But if someone knows Bebop, please tell him and apologize to me. I accidentally clicked him instead of the other person before I did it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Bebop. And we've got Zach Moss is down now. Looks like he's grabbing his left foot. 2nd and 6. I'm so sorry, Bebop. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad. I'll have to read that later, Steve-O. Yeah, David, would you do me a favor? Would you message him for me? I was just about to put it in our Friday group. Would you message him? I accidentally fucked up, and I am so sorry. I accidentally clicked him on timeout instead of the troll account. I did try to add him as a moderator to see if that would counteract it. Maybe Streamlabs will let me do that. Can I untime someone out? I gotta go check now. I feel so bad. Quotes, Q, loyalty, betting, miscellaneous, gambling. Is there a way to remove someone from timeout? YouTube. How? Okay. There's no way to undo. Oh my God, they wouldn't show on the news because of that should be a feature. I just did this. Oh my God, really? Is there not a way? Ah, fuck, man. Not finding anything. God, I feel so fucking bad. Bebop been legit cool all stream. 3:20 left in this game. I'm so upset about that. Ball over the middle. That's Higgins. I'm sorry, I keep saying Wiggins. And a first down for Cincinnati with 3 minutes. Cincinnati's driving. Steve-O might be right. God, I can't. Go to his channel and you can unblock him. Okay, hold on. YouTube. See, I didn't block him, but I put him in timeout. Let me see here. I don't know if I know his channel or Steve-O. Do you know the name of his channel by chance? I don't know if I have it. Can I go to it maybe through... Hold on, I think I have to go to my YouTube stream. Okay, I think I know how to do this. Give me 1 minute here. I'm working on it. My channel. Live. Cincinnati shotgun set. 1st and 10. Ball on the 31. Handoff. That's Moss. And nowhere. He's going to lose yards on the play. All right, there's Bebop. Go to user. All right, I'm on his channel. I don't see anything to unblock him, though. I'm on his channels. can share it. There's got to be a way for me to do this. And I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to right a wrong. Someone got wronged here. I'm trying to right the wrong here. Like, maybe I can do it from here. Pin message, report, move. Like I said, I tried to add him as a moderator, hoping that would allow him to come back in. But it doesn't look like that's the case. And Burrow, we've got a flag on the play, and I think this is going to be a flag on Orlando Brown. It is. Let's go. I'm trying so hard to figure out how to get him back. Reactions, moderation activity. You can also see he's not blocked, though. That's the thing. He's not blocked. He's in timeout. So, hold on. Participants. See, it's not showing as a part. God dang it, man. He'll be allowed to, he's allowed to come back, but god dang it, man. I'm so angry about that. Like, Burrow. It's picked off by Marlon! Oh my god! With 3:01 on the clock. So yeah, I click the dots in the right. And that's what I'm saying. It's not blocked. Community moderation. I'm going to my YouTube studio now. Standard moderators. Like I said, I add him as a moderator. I don't see hidden users. He's not blocked. I don't have any links. Defaults. Channel guidelines. I need to do that actually one day. Like I said, I even add him as like a moderator to like... And sorry, I'm missing plays. I'm participants. Add stream marker, create highlight. I need to have this up more so I can create highlight videos and stream markers more. Yeah, 2 close games for us. Lamar throws this one away. I feel so bad, Chimera. Steve-O says, it's too stressful. Can I get my 10K points back? Yeah, like I said, I think, David, because I didn't block him. If I blocked him, I could easily unblock him. But because I hit timeout, I don't think there's a way for me to do it. And I feel so fucking horrible. And welcome in, Chimera, by the way. And Justice Hill got the first down. Ball on what looks like the 38-yard line. 2:15. Baltimore only has 1 timeout here, so this is probably going to be the 2-minute warning. I'm so like... Huh, it says I could lower my bit rate. Interesting. And Wallace with an 8. Let's go. We're on the 42 of the Cincinnati. We're almost already in field goal range. But I want to go down there and score. And man, now the thing is this. With a 2-minute drill on their side of the 40, you actually can afford to run the ball in a good alignment. So this is... God, I can't believe that Marlon Humphrey interception. What a freaking... Wow. I definitely got to start having this up more often, my live studio, because it looks like I can do some... I got to start doing my description of the videos again. I'm failing right now. I feel so bad. I feel like I have been failing so hard recently on like all my content. I'm not getting as much done as I'd like to. I'm not producing some of the stuff I want to produce. Like, my Discord's still not set up. Like, I'm not creating shorts anymore. There's so much content I could be creating shorts on. It's a wee bit rough, to be honest with you. I just wish there was a way. And of course, it tells me here on Google's thing it tells you how to put someone in timeout, but it doesn't tell you how to take them out. That's so fucking rough. I'm so mad about that. Like, I can't get over that. I'm furious, honestly. Buffalo, Houston might go into overtime. Dang, so might Jacksonville, Indy. They're tied 34-34 with 21 seconds left in that game. Dang. I might have 2 overtime games. If the Ravens only are able to kick a field goal, we might see 3 overtime games in the 1 o'clock slot. That's like the NFL's wet dream and their nightmare simultaneously. 156. Here we go. Ball on the 42 of the Bengals. Game on the line for the Ravens. Lamar makes an adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Davis Gather making an adjustment. Well, Bengals showing pressure. They back out, only bring 4. Dump off. Oh, and it's to Zay. It's a little low, but Zay drops it. And that's an uncharacteristic drop from Zay Flowers. Oh, Jacksonville got the field goal. Jacksonville takes a 37-34 lead with 17 seconds left. Jacksonville's going to squeak out a win in Duval Nation. Houston's driving with the ball themselves with 41 seconds left. They've got a chance to kick a field goal as well. But back here to Paycor Stadium, Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Trips right for the Ravens. Mark Andrews, the solo guy, left. Probably going to be a block and release. It is. Good pocket for Lamar. He's got all day. Ball to Andrews. And out of bounds, which is the great thing to do. And just short of the first down here, but third and manageable. 3rd and 5 officially. Andrews saying something to the refs, probably telling him, hey, man, I'm out of bounds already. The play's dead. Oh, no, he's grabbing the face mask. Look at he's got a hold of the face mask. Mark Andrews' helmet's coming off. Yeah, he's not out of bounds, fixing his face mask, looking at the ref who was right there saying, dude, what the heck? Bengals got away with a bad face mask penalty there. Could have really helped the Ravens and basically almost put them in the red zone. That's a delay of game. Oh, Baltimore called the timeout, though, it seems. And that's unfortunate that Baltimore has to call it, but that is the right call. Instead of going into a 3rd and 10, it's better to go ahead and use that timeout. But now you really got to be aware of the play clock here. Let's see. What's going on? Miami's leading New England 15-10. They bring a cover 0 look, but no flag on the final game for the Patriots. They were looking for one. Miami's going to escape Foxborough with a win. 15-10, it looks like. And Tucker's warming up, getting ready here. 1:43. 3rd and 6 here for the Ravens. Trips right for the Ravens. Likely the solo man left. Bateman, Aguilar, Zay on the right. And heavy pressure, and Lamar's arm gets hit as he throws. Ball goes into the dirt. And with that, the kicking team's coming out for Baltimore. And Cincinnati brings pressure. Justice Hill unable to hold his man long enough. Bateman's wide open, but just can't get the ball to him. And with that, Justin Tucker is out here. 0-2 of 50-yard field goals this season. This to tie it. This from 56. Got it! Let's go! And Tucker getting it fixed. We've got a 38-38 game with 1:35 left in the fourth. But Cincinnati, be cautious, does have all 3 timeouts right now, and that is plenty of time to score. Good job by Tucker. He kicked it hard left, but the wind was pulling right, and the wind pulls it in. Let's go. And that's a season long for Justin Tucker. Hopefully he's all back right on track. 135. Can the Ravens come away with 2 turnovers here in the final few minutes of the fourth? Chimera says the Bills just went 3 and out. Oh, hashtag cry. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Y'all are headed to overtime. Man, a lot of high-scoring games this week. This game, 38-38. 30 points plus in Indy and Jacksonville. Washington put up 30. Chicago put up 30. I mean, it's 2020 in Buffalo, Houston, so going to be close to a 30-point game when it's all over. Houston has 16 seconds with all 3 timeouts. Oh, where do they have the ball, though? Oh, no. It looks like they're in good position. Oh, no, Chimera. Bengals 0-2 at home, 1-3 to start the season. They're scrambling for a win, but the Ravens need it too. Texans going for a 62-yard field goal to win. Oh my God. Allen is 9 of 30. Oh my God. Here's Joe Burrow in a 1st and 10. 4 wide look here for him. And Burrow sacked! Beat there! Let's go! That is exactly what the Ravens needed. Let's go. And the clock is ticking. Cincinnati does have all 3 timeouts, so I'm a little surprised they didn't use a timeout there, to be honest with you. Burrow buying pressure, and great play by Nate Wiggins to break the pass up intended for T. Higgins. Oh no. Houston hits the 62-yard walk-off field goal. What a game. Oh my Chimera, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. 3rd and 17 after the incompletion and the sack. Ravens have a chance here. If they can force an incompletion, they could get the ball back with enough time. And little draw play here. Definitely not going to get it, but they're going to get some yards back for the punt. And, I mean, the Bengals can't go for it here on 4th down. It would give the Ravens already in field goal range. So, hold on. Where's the lucky ball? We're going to rub the lucky balls here. Chimera, say something to Sean McDermott. I'll go try out for your Buffalo Bills. If I can put 4.7 speed, do you think they'll give me a chance? 6'3", like 230. No, actually, I think I weighed myself the other day. I think I'm 227. So 6'3", 225 receiver. Maybe run like a 4.7. I've got 9 3/4 hands. Chimera says, this is just not the same team I saw the first 3 weeks ago. I feel you, Chimera, on that. Like, and a lot of people have been talking, like, they still talking about Josh Allen in the MVP conversation. The Bills need Devontae Adams. And the thing is this, they're not asking a lot. Supposedly they're only asking for a second and like another like something else. And if I'm the Bills, dude, I give up that second immediately for Devontae. But what a game. We're rubbing the lucky ball here. Come on, Tyler. Come on, Tyler. Tyler Wallace is going to get a chance to return this ball. He's going to get it. Oh, he fakes it. No, Tylen. Oh, wait. Oh, the Cincinnati let the time run out. That's why. We're headed to overtime. I didn't even realize that they were letting the time run out. I'm so dumb. But I feel you guys. And we've got a bunch of finals here. Looks like the only one that's actually headed to overtime is us. I never would have thought we'd been headed to overtime. Chimera says second round and throwaway for Adams. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. The Raiders, from what I've heard, are only asking for a second and like something else, whether it's player or picks. But absolutely, I'd be all about that. The thing is, though, is I'm guessing cap space, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here. Let me go over the cap. And they're explaining the overtime rules right now. So right now, there's only like, I think if I remember right, the contract for Devontae Adams is about 15 to 16 million. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams that currently have the cap space for it. Your Bills only have 3 million, but technically you can go over the cap. So I mean, you could go over for 1 year and then address the cap next year. I'd be about it. Oh, Khalil Shakir was out today. Yeah, Khalil Shakir's kind of actually been wide receiver number 1 for the Buffalo offense so far this season. That's not a surprise. But it's a little disturbing, the lack of production without him. How was the run game, Chimera, for the Bills today? The thing is this. The advantage, in my opinion, of that Buffalo Bills team is that you have Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. You have such good flexibility in your personnel formations that you should be able to effectively run the ball using your 2 tight ends and then have amazing play action out of that as well. Maybe I'm mistaken, but oh, you know what I hate to say, Raven fans, by the way, as we're heading into overtime, I told y'all at the end of the first half how we botched that 2-minute drill at the beginning of the first, or at the in the first half of the football game, and how it basically resulted in a 3-point difference. Stares hard and deeply into the camera and my own soul. Appreciate you, Oak. Appreciate you. Good luck to you. Gentleman's handshake, indeed, good man. For those that don't know, Oak's a Cincinnati Bengals fan. He was actually at this game earlier. So good for him. Oh, Baltimore is going to receive the ball first. So if Baltimore scores a touchdown, Cincinnati doesn't get a chance to respond, right? James Cook was 20 for 80. I mean, that's not bad. That's really not bad numbers at all. It's not, I mean, that's like 4 yards a carry, basically. That's like 4.05, 4.1 yards carry, basically. That's solid yards. Here we go. Yep. Touchdown or safety on the first possession wins the game. 2 timeouts, no challenges by coaches. If no one scores after their first possession, first score wins the game. Chimera makes sure to get his vote in on the Streamlabs poll there in chat, asking, should Mike McDaniels be on the hot seat? Here we go. First play or drive of overtime. Zay Flowers, the man in motion. Handoff to Henry, going up the middle, and nothing on that play. See, that was a play where Lamar Jackson should have kept it. He had a wide open run lane on that right side with Isaiah Likely lead blocking. All right, let's rub the lucky ball here. Let's hope for a Ravens touchdown, and we can end this game quickly. And if you've got fantasy football going on, I hope your fantasy football team's winning. I'm wishing you the best of luck unless you're a Bengal fan right now. After the game, I'll wish you best of luck. 2nd and 10. Little toss play right to Henry this time. Good run this time, looks like. And Henry, he was one tackle away from breaking this one from a long one. But that's a good gain. It looks like 8 or 9 yards. Officially 8 on the play. 3rd and 2. 9 minutes here. And look at this. Lamar Jackson, 333 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, 392 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. That 1 interception was a lifesaver. Marlon Humphrey gave the Ravens a breath of life with that turnover. Hand off to Henry, and he's got it. Let's go. And that's all we got to do, man. Just run the ball. Fresh sets it down. Here comes Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. They're both coming off. And you can tell Hubbard, head up in the air, mouth open. He's breathing hard and struggling. Trey Hendrickson looked like he was wincing too. They're struggling here in the final overtime. This is where you train for it. This is where when you're breathing hard and running, training through the week, you scream to yourself, it's overtime. Keep running. I formation here. Handoff. Oh, no, it's play action. Lamar buying time. He's scrambling out to the right, still buying time. And, throws it to Bateman, but no catch by Bateman there. 2nd and 10. Chimera says, I'm probably just going to be a Lions fan this year, especially if the Bills don't make it to the Super Bowl. I feel you on that, Chimera. I mean, every team goes through a rough patch, Chimera. And, it ain't over till it's over. There's going to be maybe some other people potentially open at the trade deadline. Maybe other than... why don't y'all go give Hunter Renfrow? What happened to my boy Hunter? Hunter just disappeared from the NFL after Jacoby Myers unjustly got his job in Las Vegas. Lamar, play action. He's going to scramble and able to gain what looks like maybe 5 yards on the play. 3rd and manageable here as the Ravens are coming up on midfield. Oh, no, I can't look. The Gamecast on my screen is a play ahead of me right now. I don't want to know. I'm almost halfway tempted to take the Gamecast off in the final minutes of this game. But I don't want to change anything for anyone that has been watching it and enjoying it. 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here for the Ravens. Lamar looking right, going there. Got him, man. It's a wide open Bateman. He's down at the 37, I'd say. Ravens are already in field goal range here with a fresh set of downs. 7 minutes left here in overtime. Just a little slant route. Cooks his man at the line of scrimmage. And Cam Taylor-Britt struggling to recover. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't understand. Rashad Bateman has had some of the best separation scores in the NFL. He creates separation by great route running. It's just got to get it there. You know what I'm saying? 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard officially. My apologies. Lamar making an adjustment at the line of scrimmage. We've got another drop snapped. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. It's picked up by the Bengals. As Lamar's telling Linderbaum to snap it, it's another fumble snapped. This time Lamar doesn't make magic happen. And the Bengals have the ball, what I believe is in field goal range already. What happened, Ravens? The play clock was basically at 0, and that's just on Lamar. It hits him dead in the chest on the hands. And just no one able to get back up on the ball. That's 100% on Lamar. And because the Ravens started with the ball, any score, even a field goal from the Bengals, ends the game. They have the ball now on the Ravens 38. Handoff going up the middle. Ravens need to stop it here, force a long field goal, and hopefully a miss by one of the better kickers in the league. I'm going to take Gamecast off. I'm sorry. I'm taking the Gamecast off, guys. I'm terrified. I'm terrified right now. 2nd and 10 again. Ball in the 38 still after the no-Rick game. Ravens got to be ready. You know they're going to pass it, dude. You know they're going to pass it here. Maybe not this one, but the next one. Ravens are ready to come get it. And Bengals are going to use their first timeout trying to get that offsides. Oh, my God. What a game. And Lamar, yeah, he was looking for where he was going to pass it as that ball hits his hands. And as McCary's blocking his man back, he kicks the ball backwards. Lamar can't get it. He takes out one guy, but no other Ravens players realized it was a fumble yet. I feel like that's where you need to yell fumble so your offensive linemen can all collectively turn around. You know what I mean? I don't know if I heard anyone say fumble, but that's rough. And again, if we lose by a field goal, again, that second half coming back to bite somebody in the ass a little bit, we'd be up by 3. That's all I'm saying. If we hadn't screwed up that 2-minute drill, we might not have ever even gone into overtime. And handoff up the middle. 2 yards, maybe 3. 3rd and long here. Bengals, this is tough. Do you pass it? I mean, are you already in field goal range, or do you try to get maybe a yard or 2 more for the field goal, right? Like, what sucks is all the games are nail biters only because the Ravens continue just to shoot themselves in the foot one way or another. Whether it's just dumb random luck like that Lamar drop, or it's John Harbaugh like in the beginning of at the end of the first half, botching the 2-minute drill, not calling a timeout. Handoff and nowhere. No gain here, so Cincinnati content with taking this field goal attempt. And Matabike saying, nah. Here comes Evan McPherson for the game-winning field goal attempt. What up, Cade? My boy, how you been? I ain't seen you in a while. How long is this field goal? This is a 53-yard attempt from Evan McPherson. Baltimore, I think, going to use their first timeout to ice the kicker. John Harbaugh is having a conversation with the refs, it seems like. Oh, Cincinnati's taking a timeout. Interesting. I know, Kate, I had to turn off the Gamecast because the Gamecast is one play ahead of me. I wish you had been here, Kate, so I could have talked to you about the problem I had in the first half. If you stick around after the game, like I said, I'm definitely going to address it again because it led to a point difference in the game, which might have led to the overtime, which might lead to us losing, actually. And it was, dude, I was screaming as it happened that it was going to happen. It did, and just, I've got to start going back in my videos and clipping this stuff from when it happens and making shorts to truly expose what I'm talking about in these situations. 53-yard attempt here for Evan McPherson. Right down the middle on the center. Ball is up. Oh, it's one left. Let's go. He missed it. It was a high snap. I saw the holder had to get the ball up and like out to the sideline. Watch this snap. Here we go. It's kind of a high and up snap, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, and he doesn't really get the ball settled. Bad snap, bad hold. And just like that, the Ravens are back in it. Let's go. Oh, Chimera trying to help me out saying no spoilers. Oh, oops. I accidentally just removed. God dang it. I hate how this. It took away you as a. There we go. It took you away as a moderator. I had to add you back. Let's go here. Baltimore going to get a chance here. Toss play going left. Derek's got room. The 50, the 40, the 35, 30, 35, 20. He's still on his feet. The 10, the 5. And Derrick Henry. Are you kidding me? What a game. Toss left. Great block by Ricard. Great block by Tylan Wallace. Great block by Ronnie Stanley. And great block by Charlie Kolar. Tackled from behind at the 5-yard line. Again, Tylan Wallace laying that block on Cam Taylor-Britt was probably the best block in that entire sequence. By far. By far. Oh my God. Dana. I love Henry too, that last guy. Goodbye. He just like lets him run by, just quickly stops his step. Oh my God. Chimera says the Ravens are most talented. I mean, if the offensive line has had some issues, although Ronnie Stanley is actually playing as the best left tackle in the league currently. I love Tyler Linderbaum. We've got a great center. We've got a Pro Bowl center. We've got a Pro Bowl left tackle. Rosengarten is starting to play Pro Bowl level, honestly. Rosengarten was actually the best offensive lineman last week, according to PFF. And he's starting to look good. It's starting to look like the rotation is McCary at left guard, potentially maybe Voorhees. But things are starting to look better with McCary in there at left guard and Rosengarten in right tackle. 24-yard field goal attempt for the Ravens to win the game. They're not messing around. They're just going to kick the field goal. Let's go! And with the field goal attempt by Justin Tucker, Ravens win 41-38 in overtime. What a game! Oh, and see, this is one of those ones where the problem is going to go away because it didn't matter. We won in the end. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter that we made that mistake in the end because we won today. Oh my God. Got to give the slow clap for that one. Got to give the slow clap. I mean, absolutely wild game. Let's see that game cast. Oh, look at that beautiful game cast. Oh, too funny. But all right, guys. For those that don't know, again, we live here in Florida. We're getting ready for the hurricane. Let's refresh here. So we currently have this hurricane. What is it? Hurricane Milton coming for us right now. We're keeping a close eye on it. We're down here, about right here in Florida. And it's still tracking north towards Tampa. And like I said, the crazy part is then another hurricane's going to come through here, the Caribbean, Dominican Republic, Haiti kind of area, and possibly strike the southern part of Florida, like Miami area a little bit. So we're keeping an eye on that. We've got the hurricane coming up here soon. It may, Oak Squirrel says, kick me to the grave. I'm so sorry, my boy. Let me get the betting in, too. Betting officially closed. Let's see here. Open betting, close betting, pick the winner. Ravens win and complete the poll. Stace, yeah. As long as it tracks towards Tampa, it shouldn't be too bad for us. We're definitely expecting to lose power and kind of lose our water for a while. With Hurricane Ian, we lost power for like a week or somewhere between 4 to 7 days. And then we lost water for 2 weeks, basically. So hopefully it'll all be good down here. But we've got I've got 2 cans of butane for my little grill. Got a bunch of water. I'm going to fill the tub up, which if you don't know hurricane prep, you always fill the tub up. So you have a bunch of non-potable water in your tub to use for your toilets and stuff like that. I've got a bunch of things that we can eat. Also, one of my favorite little hurricane tips is if you have So, of course, prepping for a hurricane throughout the week, one thing you do is you make sure you start really buckling down on eating stuff like out of your freezer. If your electric goes and you don't have a generator, um, I'm so sorry, Oak. But you want to clear out as much of your freezer. And if you are trying to save your stuff in your freezer, fill up extra water bottles, freeze them ahead of time, just because the more frozen things that are in there, and you can put them in your fridge as well. Putting like frozen water bottles in your fridge will help keep things in there longer. And if you get power back kind of at a decent rate or quickly, you might not lose all your products that are in your fridge. Also, what I like to do is like if I have baked goods, like I have a bunch of muffins, for example. So baked goods that can at least last for several days. So usually what I do before I ever break out the butane stove, if anything's going down, I'm usually sitting over there eating like cold Pop Tarts, muffins I baked ahead of time, cold dry products that can last for like 3, maybe 4 days, that don't require any type of cooking. Then after that, then the food supply starts going into like ramen cups and stuff like that. Very simple things that only require a very small amount of boiled water. And then there's a bunch of things you can do technically, but shit, at the end of the day, I've got a flint starter kit and I've got a garage. I'll build a goddamn little fire and go fishing. You just got to be careful in Florida, man, because a gator can hide in 3, like, let me see. I'm going to go Google this, so I'm not giving y'all a statistical fact, wrong fact. Gators can hide in how much water? Like, I remember like, yeah, a lot of people talk about the water test. Like, they can hide, though, in, like, I think it's, like, less than 3 feet of water, or, like, 16 inches, something like that. Like, they only need a tiny bit of water, and the way they nestle down on the bottom and blend in with their coloring and their schemes. So if you're ever, like, in a place and you're a little worried about a gator might be sitting somewhere, toss a rock in, is what you do. Toss a rock into the water first, and not only if it's a heavy rock, it'll not only test the depth of the water, but you can also make sure there ain't a gator up in there. Kaylin says, make sure to buy some life straws as well. Oh yeah, actually, I used to do civil air patrol, so I actually was trained in swamp style search and rescue. I should say search and rescue, specifically swamp habitats. I logged flight hours. So, and my hiking bag, that's one of my absolute necessities. I always carry my hiking bag, which is like part of my bug out essentially set. Life straw, gotta have a life straw just in case. If you can't do life straw, they make other things to create clean water, but you can survive without food, man. You can eat a lot of different things out there. You know, it's funny. What up, Minks, by the way? Welcome in from Atlanta, Minks. I'm so glad we won. 18 inches, says David, and that sounds about right. One of the things, I used to joke with my friends about this before we wipe up, or end up this stream. And I'm going to close the poll. Let's see on the poll. Close the poll complete. So most people said Mike McDaniel should not be on the hot seat. People always a joke, man. Zombie apocalypse happens, bro. Where you going, man? Some people be like, bro, I'm going to Walmart. I'm like, nah, that's where everybody's going. I used to tell people, where I'm going if the zombie apocalypse starts? I'm going to the bookstore. First of all, hey, what up, push up? First of all, if it's like an apocalypse, nobody's going to the bookstore, first of all. And the bookstore got some like little fun knickknacks, food, snacks, coffee, stuff like that. Secondly, I don't know about you, but I'm not a pro outdoorsman. I can't tell you what every single mushroom, weed is out there. And that's really important if you're trying to survive. So actually a book on local flora and fauna and survival tips for your local area is one of the best things you could actually have. Because again, knowing what like mushrooms are edible, how to pick them, things like that, super important. And then once you learn the information, you've got kindling. But Adam Scott, shit birds are a bunch of. I'm sorry. You must be a Bengals fan. I'm sorry, man. It was a really good game, though. Pusha, I've been so mad watching this game, my boy. Ravens be making me. Oh, I know, Pusha. Literally, like, had me on the edge of my seat. At the end of the first half, man, I was so angry at Harbaugh for mismanaging that 2-minute situation and letting all that time slip off. Like, but at the end of the day, we won, so like, can't be too mad. I mean, if you want to be honest, Adam, we got saved by a really good defensive play by Marlon Humphrey. If Marlon Humphrey hadn't made that interception, this game would have gone completely different. So, let's take it back to where, it really came into play a little bit. At least both teams got bad roughing the passers. Matabike shouldn't have been a roughing the passer, and neither should have Trey Hendrickson's. But at least there was like a 1-1 and it's even on both sides. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the defense definitely seems like it still has some adjustments to make. But it's one of those ones like Zach Orr said. I mean, when you're shutting down the run and they're just always passing, it does inflate the numbers a little bit. Yeah, Adam Scott. I mean, the NFL, man, they. I mean, we did it though. You got the field goal and then missed, so it wasn't about. Thankfully, this one wasn't about the coin flip, but. Yeah, Oak, I'm so sorry, my boy. I feel for you. Oak, it's 100% because you left the game. That's what happened. Oak, you were at the game. You were up at halftime. You left the game. It's as simple as that. Cincinnati Bengal fans, if you want to win and continue winning, you've got to put our boy, our local, our resident, diehard Cincinnati fan who comes and hangs out with us, the Oak Squirrel, you've got to have him at the games. It's as simple as that. Give him season tickets. Pusha says, bro, I was cussing the entire game. That's why I wasn't on the line. I be feeling you. You can still cuss and come hang out, though. Yeah, like David said, missing that field goal in overtime is really what it was. Yeah. A team had 2 possessions and one with rebuttal from the other team. That's shoddy stuff, mate. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna. I'm indifferent on because like I agree somewhat on first field goal wins. I'm sorry, not first field goal, first touchdown wins, and then if both teams don't score, I'm okay with that. I feel like in regular season, but in the playoffs, no, I want to see it like played out, man. Let's see some real playoff football. Cade says the touchdown catch from Likely was fantastic. I think Lamar just lobbed it and Likely fought. Exactly, man. That play, he picked up the ball, fumbled the ball, picked it up again, stiff-armed twice the Bengals defender, I think it was Hubbard, and then launched that ball deep to our CCU Chanticleer man. Is wild. Like David said, Oak is the good luck charm. Let's make it happen, Cincinnati fans. Let's get Oak a season ticket. Oh, Adam Scott, though, is right. He said, who would want a Bengals season ticket? They can't win a single game at home. And for those that don't know, the Bengals coming into this game were 0-2 at home, not having a good record at home. I think, you know what, Adam, if you're a Bengals fan, let's hear, I'd love to hear Oaks fan. How do you feel about your stadium being named Paycor? That's why it's called Paycor Stadium. I think we need to change it to like something different, man, other than Paycor Stadium. Like, what would be a good name for the Cincinnati Stadium? I'm trying to think of a good one. I'll give it to me. Push this in, not in the playoffs. Push this, I will agree for certain on that caller TD. Oh, I know, right? Like, what would be a good name other than like Jungle Stadium or something like that? Like for the Bengals. I mean, if Amazon didn't already own the Commanders, technically, I would joke that Amazon would almost be a great stadium for the Bengals because, you could probably find a Bengal in the Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I'd say legit name because I'm not a fan of Paycor Stadium, but maybe I'm just wild with that. Oh my God, I have to ask the girlfriend if we're going out for any last minute things. I've heard all of the stores are sold out here. Like Publix had every single teller lane open because they needed it, because there were so many people buying so much stuff for the hurricane. Even though technically, I don't think the hurricane, like I said, is even like 100% slated to really hit us. Let me see here. Pause it. So that's after landfall. So here's it making landfall, essentially. We're like right here, like 2681. So honestly, we would just get a light amount of rain, and let me see, 998 pressure there. I think 998 is a category 1. So this is going to be like a 3, I think, rolling into a 1 essentially as it makes landfall. A little stronger than Ian, but definitely I think it looks less disorganized. Like this band right here already starting to break off. Actually, I want to click. Can I go back 1? Okay, nope. I got to do it like that. So yeah, strong outside here. Gonna possibly form over a circle over towards, God forbid, the Carolinas. And that's what I'm worried about, man. All this area right here is thrashed. The Appalachia area. And it's almost kind of headed that way. But yeah, it's going to ravage Jacksonville to Tampa area as it stands. And then we'll maybe get some category 1 style winds with light rain where I'm at. So hopefully it's not even going to be too bad where I'm at. Adam says GM of the Bengals is cheap and can't touch the advertisement. I'm sure they can change it even if they came up. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sure Paycor is paying a lot of bills right now to the Bengals. So yeah, no chance they change them. They would need a company to come in and pay more. You know what I'm saying? But I highly doubt anything like that would happen. Okay, it's like, forgot about the limit. Too funny. Too funny. Oh, before we get finished here, let's see how we're doing in fantasy football. I'm leading, but I'm predicted to lose. And on my other team, let's see, team 3 kickers, where am I at? I'm losing and predicted to lose, even worse. And my ESPN leagues I check on, but it logged me out because ESPN's gay. Gay! But anyway, shout out again to anyone and everyone that came in, hung out with us today here on Darwin's Raven. We greatly appreciate every single one of y'all. We actually had a better stream than I anticipated view-wise. And again, it's part of my own fault for not doing more on my description of the game and tagging, doing the correct advertisement and promotion stuff that I needed to do. Real quick, Adam Scott says disappointment theater is a practical name for them now. I'm out watching football at this point. The only reason I watched the NFL was for Burrow and Chase. Oh, I know, right? LSU, all the players. Hey, man, Jaden Daniels is legit too. Don't get it twisted. I think Jaden Daniels might be the best quarterback in this draft class. Caleb Williams is finally starting to do something, but Jaden Daniels, my God, dude. The arm on that kid is absolutely wild. Cade says it was great to see Flowers get some good yardage. Flowers and Henry running is going to give and that's the thing. The Ravens offense, the way the personnel is set up, our wide receivers, the types of wide receivers they are, the tight ends we have, the running back room, we have a very great, diverse set of personnel that we can then play in a bunch of different ways. We can take, some teams, they may be like, oh, their run defense is weak. Let's try to take advantage of it. The Ravens can do that in every sense of the way. They can hit you on any level of the field that they want to, essentially. Adam says, I don't think Henry's a great runner. It's not bad, but not great. I will be honest, you can definitely tell that he's lost a little bit of speed from his previous years, but I think he's still as good as almost any running back out there. I still think I think the running backs have been a little underperforming this year, but I think he's a top 5 running back no matter what. So I understand that. And yeah, like Adam said, Jaden is an animal, bro. That touchdown to Terry McLaurin earlier, he was rolling out right, getting chased. I think threw that thing from like his own 25 to the 15. Like launched it with a flick of his wrist. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I mean it's obvious. And the Ravens' offensive line, Adam, has actually been one of the bigger issues. They've been actually pretty bad on the run blocking side, and we've had Andrew Voorhees out for 2 games, and Derrick Henry's looking better. So we'll see about it. He was power for sure. That's why they kept trying the middle when it wasn't working. The outside is for speed RBs. And see, I'm really interested to see the running back rotation when Keaton Mitchell comes back. Justice Hill still got some speed. He's a little slower than like 2 years ago, but it might just be more patient style running than anything. But all right, guys. Real quick update actually before we get out of Green Bay already up 7-0 on the Rams. Las Vegas Raiders up 10-3 on Denver. Arizona trailing the 49ers 10-7, and Seattle up 7-0 on the New York Giants. Talk about what we got coming up here. So we were going to be calling the Dallas versus Pittsburgh game tonight. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I do apologize for it. Maybe I will check back at 8:15. If not, I apologize. Just, spending time with the girlfriend, getting ready for the hurricane. We've got potentially the Corey Davis lockdown picks on Wednesday. I don't know if we'll be streaming during the hurricane. If we are, fantasy football Thursday at 5 p.m. where we do our fantasy football show. Friday night, we do Jackbox Gaming at 10 p.m. Eastern. Really fun adult humor style games where even the chat can play. And then, of course, next week we've got Baltimore versus Washington at 1 p.m. The night game that week is scheduled to be Carolina versus Atlanta. Maybe we'll make a change to that schedule as well. But really appreciate, again, every single one of y'all for coming and hanging out with us today. It was an absolutely great stream. Every single one of y'all were the reason for that. And please come back and make sure you check us out for more future content. Great win, Baltimore Ravens. Best of luck in the future, Cincinnati Bengals. We'll see you again in not too long. With that, Darwin's out, and barring the hurricane, we'll see you on Wednesday.